What's happening, lids? How are we? If you haven't seen the news yet, I am delighted to tell you all that on Saturday, the 18th of May, 2024, I am headlining the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool with my stand-up tour, the What's Wrong With Me tour. It's the final date of the tour. We've sold out 2 shows at the Empire Theatre, so we've added the biggest room in the city, the M&S Bank Arena. Tickets are on sale now. They are already flying out the door, and I'm dead excited. There's also some more dates being added in the next few weeks for 2024, places I haven't been yet, like Blackpool and stuff, but the big one, the M&S Bank Arena, Saturday the 18th of May, 2024. Me and loads of me mates, loads of special guests, big surprises. Going to be the show of my life, and I'll be delighted if all of you went and got your partners some Christmas presents, some last-minute Christmas presents, tickets to see me, adamrowe.co.uk. Enjoy the episode. It's a belter.
What's happening, lids? Before we start today's amazing episode, got to tell you about Adam Rowe's tour that is still on.
It is still on. I've got some dates left this year and more dates into next year, and it's been extended as far as May next year. Some really big news coming soon. The big show left this year, Manchester Apollo, on the 9th of December. There's still some tickets left up the back of the circle. Go and get them and come and be part of the biggest night of my career as a solo artist so far. I'm very, very excited, but there are dates all over the country and all over Ireland as well. adamrowe.co.uk for all of your tickets. Now, this is the Have a Word podcast. I'm sure you're aware of that. But we have got the biggest and best Patreon in the UK and one of the biggest on the planet. Why is it one of the biggest and best, Daniel?
Because every week we do a Patreon exclusive, an hour and a half of just the lads talking shit, hyperbolics, the best podcasting we do, and that's only available on Patreon.
£3 a month, £5 a month, or £10 a month. You can pick your tier, but even from just £3 a month, you get access to the extra episode every week. You get early access to these public episodes. And on top of that,
the big one,
the pièce de résistance for us is our monthly Patreon specials. The roast of Adam and Dan. We've done 2 ghost hunts. The amount of lock-ins we've done in here where we all get pissed. There's
Nashville, the ghost hunts. Oh my God, there's so many. Are we up to about 25 plus now? There's so many.
There's so much content there, and you get it all immediately the second you sign up for £3. Patreon.com/haveawordpod. Pause the video, go and sign up, and then come back because this week's episode is a belter.
Join the Lid Army. Get on me.
Wag leads, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game from the heart of Liverpool with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped, the very best products on the market for below the waist grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
Welcome to the Have a Word podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adam Rowe and I'm hungover as fuck.
Woo. And my name is Dan Nightingale. We're also joined by Carl Reigler, Sensei Carl.
Hi.
And Finley Coverluz. Coverluz?
Other way
Say
around.
hello, you little bastard.
Adam
Hello.
is 31. He's a Liverpool fan. Bit of a fanatic. A stand-up comedian. Hell of a chef. Not as good a chef as he thinks he is, but a very good chef.
Not last night.
My name is Dan. I
roasties were
am
fine.
a father of 2.
Whoa.
Oi, we're doing intros, you arrogant piece of shit.
What was wrong with last night?
Do you know what? Can't do fucking anything for fucking ADHD.
He just criticised my cooking.
I know. We can't just fucking put it on hold for 2 seconds.
Oh, go on then, do you think?
No, I'm done. I'm done.
There was nothing wrong with the cooking.
I'm done. We tried to talk about someone else. Sorry. Go on. Let's talk
I've
about
never had roast tapas in my life. A gravy course.
I forgot to do the gravy because I was pissed, okay?
It's going to make for better content. It didn't make for better roast. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, that's
But then again,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't give a shit. That gammon tasted. That pink lamb that you did.
Yeah.
Was salty and nice.
Yeah.
No, good in a good way. Good salt.
Yeah.
In a little quiet moment when Adam, we did a Christmas special yesterday, and it's going to be out very soon for all the Patreons, where we did a Christmas dinner, and we got an insight into what it would be like for me and Adam to do a cooking YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
And I quite enjoyed it.
I think we should.
A beautiful dynamic where I was being an annoying prick trying to bug you, and you were bugged, and then you started getting pissed. And then I wasn't pissed. And then you started being drunk and annoying, and I leveled out. It was quite fun to watch it happen. And I, in a quiet moment, had to say, you think you're good at so many things, but you are actually quite good at cooking. You are good at cooking. I'll give you that.
The roasties were nice.
But I think half a bottle of Maker's Mark, an Argentinian Malbec, and 4 Peronis didn't help your process as a chef. And is that fair?
Fair.
Yeah.
Is that fair? So that's Adam Rowe, ladies and gents.
Go on, Dan. Continue. You are Dan Nightingale.
I'm Dan, and that's Carl, and that's Finn.
What's your redeeming features?
His assistant sous chef. Oh, that's not right, is it?
Assistant to the sous chef.
Oh.
No, he's not a sous chef.
Love you for that.
Thanks.
It's an Office reference.
Oh, nice.
Imagine if your name was sous chef.
Be funny that.
You'd be boring for the job, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Imagine.
Dun, 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 dun.
I've had a lot of questions come in to my social media.
You've had what?
Questions.
You have what?
Question?
Nice. I always have to press the imagine button.
Press it again if you want.
How many?
Question?
Like a load of.
Question?
I mean, at what point is?
Question?
It bothers me so much. I don't know
Well,
why.
I've got.
Question?
It like tickles me spine.
Why does Carl saying
Question?
just annoy you so much?
Don't know, but I hate it.
Just answer the.
Question?
Anyway, you've had a lot of.
Question?
Fuck, I love you, Carl Reigler.
About Les Dennis.
Yeah.
Friend
Friend of the pod.
of the pod.
He is now.
He is. So what happened? People.
He shouldn't be, because you cunts have been winding him up for 12 years. But it turns out he's the soundest man in the world.
Well, here's what happened. Right. If you've missed all of this, welcome. I am doing the M&S Bank Arena on Saturday, the 18th of May next year.
Oh, let me just
Tickets
do it.
are on sale right now on Live Nation's website, Ticketmaster, the venue's website, but you can get it all just by going to adamrowe.co.uk. To promote that, I needed a sketch to promote, to announce that it was on sale. And me and Will were getting pissed in Pogues. And we had just enough Guinness and whiskey when Will turned to me and said, why don't you text Les Dennis and see if he'd do it? And then I was like, I haven't got his number. And he was like, didn't you get his number a while back? And I was like, actually, I think I did. So I looked at my phone and I had Les Dennis's number. So I texted him and said,
As you do.
Yeah.
I just texted him and said, do you
Jake
fancy being...
Paul, Les Dennis. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got it. It's a really
I just
short
texted him and was like,
P&D next to each other.
I've only got 2 contacts on my old phone.
I have got it.
I just texted him and said, Les, I'm doing the arena in May and I need a sketch to announce it. You fancy being in one tomorrow? And he said, I can't come to Liverpool. Sorry, I'm rehearsing for a panto in Northwich. And I said, well, what about if we come to Northwich? And he said, all right, sound. So we drove to Northwich. And when we got there, I had to be like, right, Les, here's the thing. You know that horse stuff? Where everyone thinks you're a horse? That was us, that.
And that is the point in the day where he could have gone, genuinely, you've pissed me right off.
Yeah.
Leave Northwich.
We were, for genuine, nervous.
We were nervous telling him.
For genuine.
For
Yeah.
genuine.
I was for genuine, mister. Oh, Lord, I was for genuine. So scared.
I was
Scared.
I was walking in like, oh, this old man could tell us to fuck off here, and he would have every right to.
So we had a full crew with us.
Yeah, like, let's be honest, you'd go to Northwich to be told to fuck off by Les Dennis, wouldn't you?
Oh.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour and a half round trip for
Yeah.
a story. Go on, sorry.
We had a full crew with us, but we decided we didn't want to ambush him. So we just went in with me, Carl, Will, and the camera. Because we thought if he's going to tell us to fuck off, we need that on camera. You know?
Yeah.
So we were walking, and he was walking towards the front door as we walked in the building.
Trotting.
And he goes, you all right?
Can't
I was like, yeah, thanks for being in this. I went, right. He goes, have you got like a script that I can have a look at? And I was like, yeah. I said, well, here's the thing, Les. That all stuff was us. And you could see, there was a moment where he looked and was like, right. And I went, so it is horse related, but you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And he went, just give us the script. He said, give us 10 minutes and then come back and we'll do it. He was like, we'll draw the line under this, it'd be funny. So I'd written the lines. And the idea I had was that he would be like, you're little cunt. He was going to batter me. Like, I wanted him stomping on me and beating the shit out of me. And just saying, you know, I had to do a DNA test for Strictly. You got me kicked off Corrie, all this sort of thing. I didn't write or suggest at any point that he acts like a horse.
Nope.
In that
And we
video.
didn't know he was going to do it until he was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
he-
how many takes did you have to do? Because it
That's
failed-
the first take
2
that
or
you
3?
see. Yeah, but the one you see
right.
is the first take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One take, Les.
Yeah. But how did you not, when he started going, when he was throttling you going,
Yeah.
how were you not just pissing you? Like,
I was. I'm just... the camera's on him, so you can't see
oh,
my
right,
face.
beautiful, beautiful. Because it doesn't look like you.
Oh, honestly, I thought I was genuinely dead. Do you know, like when people come out of a coma and they're like, oh, I've been living like a different life for like 10 years while I've been in a coma. I'm convinced that that's what's happened. This isn't real. You're not real, you. Like, there's no way any of this is real
You're in the
anymore.
Matrix.
It was one of the most ridiculous days of my entire existence.
Do you know what's weird as well? None of us are actors that we all know, and we don't deal with it. He's not. He is an actor, but he's not like, you know, it's Les Dennis. When he switched into actor mode, it was like, oh, the fuck?
Because he's really like shy and unassuming.
Yeah.
Like when we got there, he was like, yeah.
Hey, I'm not trying to wank him off just because he's been in the game at a decent
A
level
genuine
for
national treasure.
40 years.
Yeah.
He knows what to do.
He can
That's
act.
great to do.
It was weird to see
Handsome
live.
bastard back in the day as well. You watch old Family Fortunes, mate, when he's like, hey, say what you see. Like, he is
Mate,
a
he was
good-looking
fucking
man.
motting a man the whole note.
Yeah.
You don't do that
Yeah,
for free.
how lucky for her. Because she's a
free.
fucking moose.
Look at him now.
Oh,
look
Jesus.
at her now.
That is a peak of her shag.
By the way, if
wasn't
you're
it?
listening, Les, because you might do, you're a good lad. Well done.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been like, oh, how much have you have to pay? How much of my Patreon money's gone on this? Les Dennis did it for free.
Yeah.
He neighed and spat on me and trotted off
And ate
and
hay.
ate hay for free. So the hay thing, I was nervous to ask him to eat hay. Right? Because I was like, maybe that's a bit too much.
God,
So I was just like, right, I'll get him to do it all. And then at the end, I'll be like, we've got some hay. Do you fancy having? Because you got to remember, I didn't write him to act like a horse. And the idea I had was, he's beating me up being like, oh, I'm not a horse, you cheeky cunt. Can't believe you told everyone that. But then he goes round the corner and he just gets some hay out of his pocket and has a little bit.
Yeah.
So after the first take, when he did that, I went, well, Les, could we try one where you're not acting like a horse, but then at the end of it, you eat a bit of this hay?
Yeah.
And he goes, I think it's just better if I do it this way. So I went, oh, don't go and get the hay from the car. He went, no, still get the hay. We'll just do both.
He doubled down on the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wanted to be a
Horse
horse.
squared.
Yeah. If
Mate,
you
can
haven't
we
seen
just give...
Les,
This
for
is for
Les.
Les. Also, you're a fucking good actor, you, mate.
Me?
You're good at acting. It's annoying.
Your being strangled face was
And
great.
Jack Finnegan... Oh, he's not here. Jack Finnegan's good as well.
No.
What?
No, he isn't.
What?
What do you mean?
He's not good at that.
He's quite good at acting.
He's so bad that
He's
it comes
incredible
across well.
at everything. He's a talented, confident lad. He can do anything, but he is not a good actor.
Well, I tell you what, he comes across very well in the videos. You could work on your lines a little bit. Sharpen up a bit, Carl.
But yeah, I want to do more acting. I want to do
Leave it,
more.
lads. So funny.
That was riffed, by the way, not me.
Of course
I want to do more acting. I want to do more serious stuff.
Oh.
After the tour next year, I think I'm going to write a period drama.
Oh, yes. Right, hang on. Just let me...
Is that lesbian porn?
Guys, take a pause. Right, limbering up.
I'm only joking about a period drama, but I do want to write a drama.
don't say you're joking.
No.
What
Well,
period?
well, I don't know what period dramas are, so that's why I
2005.
backed off it.
2005, Istanbul.
2005.
Drama.
Yeah.
It's all said at half time in the stands.
It's just a fucking watch along. Jesus, it was tense here. Fucking Jersey fucking about.
I do want to, I'd like to go into acting at some point. I think I've conquered what I need to do for a while with stand-up. You know, big tour, doing an arena. I think after that, I'm going to take a little break and do a bit of serious, take some serious roles.
Do you know what period dramas are?
No, that's why I was joking about period dramas, but I want to be in drama.
No, but that's a very serious role. That's one of the most serious roles you can do.
Yeah.
It's my worst nightmare as well.
I would love to see you fight a director when he tells you what to do.
No, I'll have to write it and direct and star. Yeah.
Right and direct and start in a period drama, and you just went, I don't really know what periods are.
What do you
So-
call it? Because it's like Pride and Prejudice, Bridgerton, all that shite.
I don't want
Famous ones.
You need to,
famous
you need
period
to get
dramas,
off
yeah.
the period drama. It's not going to be a period
No,
drama.
it should be.
No,
It'd
like
be
an action film or something.
An action. Now, here we go.
Action
An
drama.
action period drama. Because have you ever seen a high-speed carriage chase? I think, oh my God.
Gap in the market, mate.
Through the streets of Liverpool.
Get Les Dennis pulling me
The 1820s.
Come on, Les.
Oh my God. Like a Sherlock Holmes, but for like Scouse. Liverpool was the huge, rich city, early 19th century. Let's not get into how it was rich, but it was rich.
Oh my
A
God.
lot of money.
Shergar Holmes, get Les in it.
Please, it'd be fucking brilliant. Like a crime-solving Scouse detective, just roaming the streets. Bit of a bad lad.
I did have an idea.
Heart of gold.
But this would have to be more modern, I think.
Here we go.
Where I am a detective / lawyer. So not only do I put the case together, right? So I put the case together, I build it for years. But then I leave the game because of the corruption within the police force. So I can't do this anymore. But then I end up defending the guy that I fingered for the crime.
That's the Lincoln Lawyer, isn't it?
No.
What?
Is it not?
Is it?
Right, it sounds like the plot of the Lincoln Lawyer.
Right. What about?
Have you just seen?
No.
I love that film as well.
Adam's ADHD is amazing. What about you get sent to prison for a crime you didn't commit?
Here we go.
Right?
I have to get myself out.
Yeah, you have to get yourself out.
Morgan Freeman's your best mate.
No, that's a bit on the nose. Lenny Henry's your best mate in there.
And I dig me way out with a spoon. Fork.
Fork, because we don't want to plagiarise or anything. 7 miles of fucking shite. What? He got stuck in a tunnel.
7 miles.
7, what was it? 7.
Like 700 yards, isn't it?
Yeah,
Are you
that
talking
was
about the series, The Lincoln Lawyer, or the film?
The film.
Yeah. No, that's not the plot of The Lincoln Lawyer, I don't
Is it
think.
not? I thought it.
I think you should be this fish that gets separated from its dad. Honestly, just spitballing ideas. You should play the dad. And you'd be like, where is he? And you just go looking for him. Vinny! Swim. And you meet this daft old bitch who's like, what? What's happening? And in a car crash. Be brilliant. That'd be great. Good idea. Fresh idea.
Yeah.
Good.
Finding Vinny. Nice.
You could grow up in New York and become like a mob, a part of the mob called Henry. And, you got loads of good fellas.
He can't be called Henry.
Harry.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Harry Rowe.
Harry Rowe. That sounds like racist sweeties.
It does. Can I have a bag of Harry Rowe?
Carl.
What?
I think.
How Carl was like, it's got that. Let's just underline it.
I genuinely would like to write some serious stuff next year and use Will to film it.
Yeah, Will's going to blow his own head off.
Yeah. Well, Will's dead by April, so let's make the most of it. Yeah, can you get that series done before Will's head clean fucking pops off?
Dan, what are you drinking there?
Sneak, mate.
What flavour?
When I want to write a period drama with my work partner, I use Sneak. All I'm saying
are
is,
you up for acting in some stuff if I write you a role?
am I? Me? Yeah.
You don't have to do all that.
Oh, that's.
I want you to play it like
oh,
a lot more understated. You know, like when I can picture you sat on like a porch with a little biff step. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you.
Where's the glasses?
I'll tell you.
What, as in like...
Exactly what I told my son back in 1843.
Oh, really? What is this?
Live hard, die young.
Is this the detective one?
He told his son to live hard, die young. And he's older than him.
Great. He's going to work on the script. You know, the play is set in 1820. I see you as a dad. I remember what I told my son in 1843. Stop time traveling. It's fucking making this script weird. Live fast, die young. Time travel to fuck. What? The time traveling lawyer. Yes.
Slash detective.
That's a great idea.
It is.
He goes back and makes sure his client doesn't do stuff. And then comes back.
What about if he does the murder and then frames people and then that's how he gets his work?
Oh, great. Let's not edit this out. We don't want to lose this to Hollywood. We see you, Hollywood.
The time traveling lawyer, but the twist, she's a lesbian.
Oh, it's a girl.
That's Oasis, isn't it?
What?
Wait, trying to get this commissioned by the BBC? What's going on?
We get copyright struck by that, would we?
Yeah. Time traveling lawyer
yeah.
goes back and she's like, hey, don't be fucking killing people. I'll make you come, love. Right? And then she'd make someone.
So, hang on. She's a time traveling...
Lesbian lawyer.
She's a time traveling lesbian lawyer. Yeah. Right. And you're playing her. Well, let's be honest. It's 2023.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be out in
It's not.
2024.
It's time traveling, isn't it?
Ooh, nice.
It was out 2 years ago.
Oh, smart. Yeah, this has got legs.
Spread them.
So you're a time traveling lesbian lawyer that goes back and fingers people so they don't kill people. What are you lawyering back in the future?
We'll work on that.
What?
The lawyer bit.
What are you lawyering?
Well, if you
Big
stop
ca-
people killing themselves or
Big
killing
cases. big case. Or what if he time travel? He gets a case and he's like, did they do it? And he time travels back to find out if they did it. No, it's shit. That's shit.
Lawyers don't need to know if they did it or not. They just need to know what to fucking say to get them off, mate.
All right. Well, so the time traveling's completely pointless then. I can time travel, but I actually just enjoy my work as a lawyer.
Adam's having a moment.
It's not the Lincoln Lawyer. That plot I wrote before is not the Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced it could be a hit.
Right.
He builds the case. It's watertight.
Yeah.
Then no one can possibly defend his defendant.
Oh,
Who are you pitching this
hang
to?
on. It wasn't Finding Nemo.
And now the Lincoln Lawyer he's defending the kid, finds out he's a bad cunt.
Yeah, but still defends him anyway.
Yeah, but defends him in a way that he loses.
Now imagine that with time travel and lesbians. Hello.
So it kind of is that, because he's against them, but acting like he's with them.
No, but he's going to defend this guy. I'm going to defend this guy and get him off.
While getting yourself off with ladies.
Have you ever seen Sleepers?
No, but I know it's your favourite film.
It's not my favourite film.
It's the one you mention the most as a film that you like.
Have you ever seen Loopers with Bruce Willis?
Yeah, it's such a good film.
Fuck me,
I've seen the bloopers.
That sounds the same. Really good film. Good sci-fi.
Yeah, it's the same guy that does Knives Out, that one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Bruce Willis is having a very bad time. Eh?
I knew you were going to say that. Hasn't he got,
Yes, he is.
do you know where Brad Pitt?
Is it early onset dementia or
Do you know Brad
Alzheimer's?
Pitt's got
it's worse.
what's the facial recognition thing?
Recognising someone.
Yeah, what is it though? Brad Pitt's got that, you know.
Really?
Well, he can't recognise people's faces.
Yeah.
That's why he's such a good actor.
Why does it make him a good actor?
Because he's like, when he's like acting with Kevin Spacey, he's like, he does not think that's Kevin Spacey. He thinks it's the actual character.
So he can get away with it more.
Yeah. What's it called?
Prosopagnosia.
Yeah.
Prosopagnosia.
Yeah.
I know a woman who's got that. She recognises people from their smell. Helen, yeah.
Helen Keeler.
Yeah.
From their smell.
She recognises from their smell and their silhouette. So if
What
you
if you
lose
shit
weight and you change your aftershave.
Genuinely,
Shit your pants in the dark.
She's like, Dad? What? I don't understand. It's been explained to me. This is, right, we're back to eggs. There's things I don't understand.
Right.
And
I know about this, so you can ask me.
Finn's got Google open.
I don't get it. What do they see?
They
base
see
it-
faces.
They
and don't
see your face,
recognise.
but they don't know they've
Is
seen
it like
it before.
is it like watching a documentary where they've like
No.
Yeah, sort of.
But it's like seeing the face for the first time.
nothing. What?
It's like seeing the face for the first
Look
time.
at me right now and pretend you don't know me. It's
I
like
can't.
that.
I can't.
Exactly.
I can't.
I can pretend I don't know you. Watch. Alex, are you?
God, you're going to be such a good actor. Adam, the time traveling lesbian lawyer, about to start filming. Shit, I'll get in character. I'm there. I love pussy.
Basically,
Nope,
in
that
your
was still me.
sorry,
That's a flaps.
in your head, you got like a catalogue of. You put Adam's face and go, "That's Adam Rowe." Obviously, very.
Oh, wait,
quickly.
like you're doing a incredibly quick guess who.
Yeah, but that catalogue
These are
doesn't
all
exist.
my faces, so you just can't see. You just can't put name to face.
Yeah, it also says sometimes they don't even know their own face.
Yeah.
So,
they
they're
look-
So
like-
they look in the mirror and they're like, "Fucking
Yeah.
hell, Jeff."
Is
Yeah,
it called
yeah,
Jeff?
it could be Jeff.
Yeah, isn't that mad?
yeah, cool. I know you've just explained to me.
They just don't recognise people. So, like, when you see someone for the first time and you don't know them because you don't know them, that's how they feel every time they see you, even if they know who you are.
So how do they know who you are?
Your smell and your height and your silhouette. They don't recognise you by your face, but they can recognise you by other
Yeah,
things.
voice maybe as well.
Yeah.
It says here, I'm on the NHS
And also,
website.
you can just go, "Hey, I'm done," and they'll be like, "Oh yeah."
On the NHS website, it says they could also have trouble recognizing other things such as cars or animals. So maybe they think cars are like.
How are these cunts still alive? Do you know what I mean?
Like brands of cars.
Is that my sister-in-law? That was a Ford Cortina. Get out of the road. Trying to hug a fucking transit van.
No.
What do you mean?
No, it's not like they don't know, oh, that's a car.
Right.
They just don't know that that's their car.
Stupid.
They don't know that.
Oh, they're a nightmare in a car park, aren't they?
Yeah.
When they're trying to fucking chat to all the cars.
Yeah.
Brian?
No, they don't confuse cars with people.
Oh, sorry.
They know cars are cars. They just don't know whether it's their car.
Do they
or
know
not.
what a letterbox is?
They just can't catalogue things as easy as we can.
Yeah.
Right.
The shit in Argos.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Don't exist anymore. It's all on screens.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
What's
tell you
Bruce
what-
Willis got?
He's got aphasia.
Bald.
Yeah. He's forgot how to speak in it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Can't
It's
talk.
like locked in.
Is it
syndrome,
Wernicke's dysphasia or
similar.
Broca's dysphasia?
Huh?
Is it Wernicke's dysphasia or Broca's dysphasia?
I don't know.
Two different types of dysphagia.
You're right.
Just to make the most of the time you've got with me. 'cause
I'm
this
convinced
is-
I've got
this
aphasia
is
as well,
coming.
by the way.
This is
That's
coming.
my new one.
Which one?
Aphasia.
Since you heard about it 14 seconds ago, you think you've got
No.
it?
I knew about it ages ago, but
Yeah.
yeah. When Bruce Willis got diagnosed, I was like, that's what I've got. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, they've also said it's front temporal dementia,
Yes.
neurodegenerative.
and he's what, 60 years old?
He is. Yeah, he's roughly that, isn't he?
He must. I think he's 63
68.
plus 5. You let me finish.
Oh, Lord. If I get ill,
There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm not going to tell anyone about it.
No, you can't do that.
I've decided.
Why though?
Well, the
He's
signs
white.
wouldn't be
Why
there
though?
either.
What?
You are?
The
Why?
signs wouldn't be there.
Oh, because I'm
Bruce Willis
bald?
was already bald.
Nice.
Oh, you mean like cancer ill?
Yeah, I'd put it on my Instagram stories, but I wouldn't talk about it.
Why?
No, I'd keep it quiet.
Okay.
I'm a big character like
How's
that.
your toe?
What?
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
It's still there.
Probably fine.
Has it changed?
What?
Has it changed?
No, it's still lumpy. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry
Would
about
you
it.
genuinely keep a serious illness to yourself? You wouldn't tell us.
I'd want to...
I think you like legally have to tell us.
Is this you telling
What do you mean I
us?
have to legally tell you?
Business partners.
Business partners, yeah.
I have to legally tell you I'm ill?
I'd
Yeah.
say so, yeah.
Because it will affect your decision making when it comes to the business.
Right. Well, I think I might have hemorrhoids.
Not that. That's
Not my
fine.
friend.
Oh,
then
right.
done.
Okay, cool. Well, nice
I've got an itchy arsehole. Like, you don't need to know about that.
Well, no, I demand to know it. We're business partners. Scratchy, scratchy.
No, but if you're going to be getting all fucking loopy-doopy and making
film.
bad decisions,
Loopy-doopy.
hemorrhoids aren't going to make you make bad business
Maybe
moves.
I've got cancer of the arsehole.
Maybe you have.
The barsehole.
The arsehole.
Cancer of the arsehole, like,
Oh,
we'd need to know.
that is a bad one.
Yeah.
You can't have an arsectomy.
You
You
just
can get a
shit
new
it
bum
out.
hole.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
rectomectomy.
Here we go.
By the way, the girl with no arsehole, coming soon to Channel 4. The girl with no arsehole.
get on the train.
Honestly,
Number 2.
who's watching? Channel 4, concentrate. Netflix. The time-traveling lesbian lawyer and the girl with no arsehole. Come on. We've got the
That's one
ideas.
film, by
Let's
the way.
make them.
Yeah, it's a split now.
And Finding Vinny.
Go on.
I
Just
met
keep
someone the other
bombing.
day who knew about the no arsehole people.
Yeah, there's hundreds of thousands of people who know about it because you talk about it on the internet every week.
No. Who was I with the other day? Was I with you,
Did
Will?
you say the no arsehole people? Like
Yeah.
they're a group?
They are a group. It's a group of people and they don't have arseholes. I'm sure there's meetings for them, isn't there?
AA.
My name's John and I haven't got an arsehole. Thanks, John.
It's AA, isn't it?
What?
AA. The absence of arseholes. Come on, that was fast.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, away, but
It is a thing, no. You've for years.
Absence arseholes.
Can you Google that? Can people be born without a bumhole and get one plumbed in?
they can. I've googled it. There's a Huffington Post article. My baby was born without an anus. This is what I learned about it. And
My baby was born without an anus.
How long can you go before you got to plug one in? You've probably got
it
a week.
also says that a Chinese man lived 55 years without an anus.
There you go.
The headline is "Holy crap! Chinese dude lived 55 years without an anus."
Cool. Is it
Yeah.
the Telegraph? Yeah.
It was. It's NBC News.
Oh, it's NBC News.
Yeah. 1 minute. Let's have a look what he says. So it's one in every 5,000 infants is born with a misplaced, blocked, or missing rectal.
Misplaced. That's on me out.
Where have you put that?
The maternity was just full of like lost arseholes. Come on, Gene, stop losing the bumholes. I'm a fucking nightmare.
So that with this Chinese man, they put it just underneath his bollocks. They put a hole.
Shove it up me bollocks, literally.
What?
So that it sounds gross, but medically speaking, he had a colostomy, a procedure that created less than a 1/4 inch wide surgical hole, which substituted as his anus. It was located closer to his scrotum in a more forward position on his body than rear. You'd leave skids all the time.
Oh, God.
Shitty bollocks.
Every blowjob is bum play. Oh.
It was Alfie. I was talking to Alfie. His auntie was born with 2 arseholes, and that's how the conversation came up. Sorry.
Oh, you'd definitely rather have 2 arseholes than none, wouldn't you?
We had a question, actually. We had a question in recently. If you could pick a place for your arsehole to be that wasn't your arsehole, where would you put
Sole
it?
of me foot.
It is so in the perfect place already.
But you're not allowed.
Brilliant, intelligent design. It makes me religious. Knowing where my arsehole is makes me believe in God. Where else would you possibly put
The
it?
bottom of your foot.
What?
The bottom of your foot.
No? And you're walking in shite all day?
No, you're not. You're not
The
shit
only,
all day.
the only disadvantage to the
Speak for
arsehole
yourself.
being there is that it makes 69s potentially a little smelly, doesn't it?
For who?
For
For the man.
everyone involved.
What are you talking
Why
about?
is the woman under there?
If you're 69 in,
Don't 69 your woman after she's been for the shite.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
You've been smelly 69 in?
I'm just saying, there's a chance that it's going to...
If it's upside down, the woman should be on top. She shouldn't be near arsehole.
You what?
The woman
All,
saying the
all
smelly women.
69s have a nose near an arsehole, surely.
No, but... yeah, but
Depends how big your dick is, really. Air nose should be nowhere near your arsehole.
I've got quite a thing.
she should be on top. Is she actually on the
Do
bottom?
you know what a 69 is, Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the way that works...
Isn't that... A blowjob's the same then, isn't it?
No, arseholes and noses are closer together because it's a 69. Innit?
Yeah.
I don't mind having my nose up a girl's bumhole.
No, neither do I, actually. Especially after they've been to the gym. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. As long as she hasn't, freshly pooed, it's fine.
What, how long?
Freshly
How
pooed.
long's
What's your
freshly
window
pooed?
there?
Yeah.
I don't know. A couple
5
of
p.m.
hours.
69, 3 p.m. shit. I'm
Yeah, a
fine.
couple of hours, go and have a shite,
yeah,
wipe it up.
If she's at yours, how soon after using the Japanese toilet is it sound?
Oh, five
instantly?
minutes.
Instantly, yeah. That is a clean arsehole. You could eat your dinner off it, and I would. Put a chili con carne up your arse, girl.
I'll eat that.
I'll sort that out.
Do you know what? On second
No
thoughts,
problem.
second thoughts, if I had stage 4 cancer, I'm not sure I could keep doing the podcast. I don't think if you were like, oh, I've got 6 months to live, you could sit here going, no, Carl, it's like you don't know what a 69 is and where arseholes are.
What else would you be doing?
What?
Building sheds. This is the best thing you can ever do.
That is the alternative.
But yeah, I know what you mean. 69's.
But the woman's on top.
Yeah, but it's his nose in her bumhole
Yeah,
that he's worried about.
Yeah.
And her nose goes nearer your bumhole. Carl, you cannot argue with me on this.
No nearer than a blowjob, though.
Yes,
No, it
nearer than-
is.
What you
Because
talking about?
normally, when
It's
you're
in
getting
the-
sucked off, right, Carl? When you're getting sucked off, yeah, her head's here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the mouth is low and their nose is above the cock. So their nose is near.
Spin that
So
round.
she's facing the other
It's
way.
as the crow flies. It's much nearer.
Yeah.
Right, I'm with
There
you.
you go. I didn't know
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
about as
yeah.
the crow flies.
Yeah. He is right.
It's also, I wasn't being dead serious, but I was like, no, the nose is no different than a normal blowjob. How are you getting blowjobs? Madness.
Spider-Man blowjobs.
Trying to do Spider-Man.
She's very supple, though. Look at her on the ceiling. She knows what she wants.
Who, Laura?
So where would you have your anus? If you had to
I'm
have it
happy
somewhere?
with my
No,
arsehole
but
is.
that's not
Under
the
your ass,
question. The question is, you can't have it there. Where else in your body are you having it?
Half an inch up or down there.
Oh,
I'd have it right on my foot lump.
On the back of your head would work as well.
Oh, no.
I get what you're saying though. It's in the right position because
Oh, yeah.
it is in the right position because you
Is
get
that
a
what you
nice
say
sit
when
down,
you
don't
poo?
you?
What?
Sitting down's nice.
I love it how you're really trying for the
trying.
spin.
I'm
You're
getting
trying really
Bottom of my
hard.
foot, easy.
Yeah.
I can aim
Yeah,
me poo.
because you could be like, oh,
Yeah.
pull my finger and then fart somewhere. You could really direct a fart, couldn't you? You
Exactly.
could, if you were in bed, you could just literally get the fart out of the bed. You could literally put a fart in another room, just like reach your leg round and be like, what? Yeah.
If we're doing that, that's just hassle. I'd just have it in my hands then. What? 2 arseholes, one on each hand.
Like Iron Man.
Yeah.
Right.
Shitty Jesus.
That was a silly conversation. Should we have a break?
Big arsehole.
Should we have a break?
Sure.
Nice.
Love it. Hello, everyone. Dan Nightingale here. Time to talk about my absolute favourite sponsor. It's Love Honey. Because I love wanking and wanking people off. Isn't that right, Harry? Shut up, Harry! You dirty little fuck pig. Anyway, loads of things you can buy your missus or your fella for Christmas. And if you're not with anyone, just treat yourself. Oh, you want some examples of these sexy goods at Love Honey? What about the Arcwave? Pow! You've been wanking with your hand. Grow up, mate. It ain't 1998 up in this bitch. It's the future. Feel yourself. And what is this? Oh, you got a shower, but you want to have a sexy shower? Then you need the Womanizer Wave. Honestly, you can clean every crevice of your missus, and some of them will be for pleasure. And then this is the one, isn't it? Because Christmas is boring. What are you going to do? Get your partner a calendar with loads of flipping out of a chocolate? Boring. Get a sexy calendar from Love Honey. You open it up. What day is it? On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me nipple tassels. You'll be jizzing every day up until Christmas. Innit, Harry? It's good, innit? Please don't hurt me. Shut up. Lovehoney.co.uk. Use code WORD20 for 20% off site-wide. You're a little fucking dirtbag as well. Naughty. Get on me. I'm tired. What do you think of that? Harry, stop enjoying it. Such a slut. Love Honey. Hello, everyone. Time to tell you that Manscaped, our favourite sponsor, is now available in Tesco. Some of the best pube trimming kit known to man. Sort your pubes out, gents. Come on, mate. If you've not already done it, like I shave everything, and I used to do it with a cheap, nasty 20 quid thing I got from Argos. I've upgraded because of our Manscaped sponsorship. So I'm now using the Lawnmower 5.0. What a bit of kit. It's also got the Weed Whacker in there. If you buy the Performance Package Ultra 5.0, you get all of this amazing stuff. It's an incredible gift to give yourself on Christmas Day. Give a loved one, brothers, husbands. They don't want crap anymore. Go to Tesco and get this sorted for them. Watch everyone's face. Watch a dad's face light up as he thinks, oh my God, 2024, I'm going to have some shiny, clean balls. If you want to do it the OG way, you can. Just go on manscaped.com, use code WORD20 for 20% off and free shipping, or you go Tesco. Basically, get some better balls for 2024. Sort your game out. Sort your present game out with Manscaped. All right, get on me.
Welcome back to part 2 of this week's Have a Word podcast. Nothing has happened. We're all just having a nice time. How are you, Dan?
I'm having a great time. Genuinely having a wonderful time, and I'm glad you are all
Finn's
as well.
got a new bed.
I have.
What's her name, Finn?
Oh,
John.
God, that's definitely not
He'd
true.
rather go John.
Finn's gay. Finn's just come out as gay. Well, I put
You
it on the
outed him
internet.
as gay?
Yeah.
Well,
You made him gay.
Well, I took a picture of my dick in his arsehole and then put it online.
and
But I
tagged him.
didn't see the problem with it. Because I was just like, it's a nice pic.
That's genuinely just made me.
And there was loads
Because
of
you're a
comments.
homophobe. Yeah.
You bumming him?
Yeah, that's homophobia.
No, it isn't.
Why has it made you
Carl
sick?
is a homophobe.
I know he is. Why?
Whoa.
Why would that make you sick?
The thought of my friends having anal sex.
What's wrong with that?
That's homophobic.
No, it isn't.
I think about
is,
you having
Carl.
anal sex all the time.
Mate,
With who?
constantly. That's how I get to sleep at night.
Who's who in that scenario, Carl?
No.
Do you never get like
Intrusive thoughts. Yeah.
Very keen over here.
Do you know,
I've
do
got
you know
a stand-up
people?
bit about it that you haven't seen yet. So
Do you know
just have to-
people count sheep?
Yeah.
I imagine you getting bummed. I just keep counting the men that bum you, and it's great.
When did you fall asleep?
4,372.
That's what he does to get up.
after the third wank. After the third wank, then I drop off.
Right, we've got some correspondence. We're going to start with a stand-up question. I think we've not done one of them
I'm sorry.
for a while.
We've got some what?
Question.
All right, great.
You
I
really
love
need
it.
to stop that.
I love it when they send in.
It really irritates
He
me.
presses the button. What am I meant to do?
Yeah,
I can't. Honestly, it really bothers me.
Look, if I do this,
Question.
it's
I
gonna.
can't.
He's gonna say,
Hell yeah. I don't know what it is about it, but it gives me
Do you want me to
anxiety.
change how I say
Mate.
it then?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
To be fair, Adam, you've got bigger things going on right now.
Go on. Where's John?
I don't.
Do it again. Sorry, this bloke. Where's John?
You said you were going to change it. Oh.
Do you know what? We'll get it as a button.
I don't know what it is.
We'll get it as a button and you can't hear it then.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I don't know what it really
button that
bothers me.
repeats.
Why is that?
Well, let's make.
Is
it a
this like
homophobe?
Is this a trauma thing?
Let's-
I love cocks in men's asses. I think it's great. Everyone have the fun. More pussy for me.
Well, I'm subbing
What
that
a
on
brilliant way
Sunday
to be
night.
pro-gay. Yeah, I'm anti-lesbian. They're fucking really getting into my stats. But I'm pro-dick and ass gay. Love the gay. As many gays as you want.
Right, this first question is from...
Yeah, no, we need a clean.
Oh,
no,
yeah, yeah.
because we want to get it on the soundboard for you.
This
because
first-
no, this.
I can't have it. Honestly,
It's
I
got-
can't tell you how much it bothers me.
Question.
Oh no, you see, you talked over it again.
Question.
Oh no, you're gonna have to do it again. We need a clean cut.
Question.
A nat louder.
Why does that
Question.
bother me
Now
so
you see, you
much?
talked over it. Whatever. I'm gonna do it 3 times.
Question. Question. Question.
That's the one.
So
God, I'm having a good time.
This first...
Oh, let me just check my
Notification.
notifications. Oh yeah,
pressing.
loads.
Question.
is from
Loads of
Adam.
comments on your new picture, Dan.
Yeah.
Saw Dan at Leicester Square Theatre and Carl Donnelly was one of the supports and he did an incredible bit about shower gels. So I was just wondering, what's the most mundane topic you have ever had a killer stand-up about?
That shower gel bit is one of those ones where it starts. Carl Donnelly's fucking brilliant, and he's also doing his boozy advent calendar at the moment. So go and follow
Yeah,
Carl
yes,
Donnelly on
it's
Instagram. He's in Australia at the moment supporting. Is it Flanagan or Bridges? I think it's Bridges, and he's done really. I mean, mate, he's a Perrier nominated fucking comic, but he should be even bigger than he is. And you start watching that bit and you're like, oh, it's just one of them gentle observations where you're like, oh, that fucking tea tree oil shower gel. It's something so simple. And you start and you go, oh, this will be good. And when it's in the 17th minute, it's got it's so mental. It's nearly his whole 20-minute set. If he chooses to do that bit, and it builds and it builds and it's so wonderful. He's such a creative stand-up. But he's just dealing with such a simple subject matter. Super bit of stand-up. And the fact that it's just about a fucking shower gel makes it even better. I love Carl Donnelly.
I don't have many mundane stuff.
yours
I'm
are all
jealous of
ideas.
comics who could... Huh?
Yours are all thoughts and ideas, aren't you? Rather
Yeah.
than, like, a
When you
thing.
started out, were you going for that kind of observational comedy, or did you never even?
I was quite one-linery when I started, really. Not like puns, but like I was jokes, and I hated it, and I was very unnatural on stage. I didn't like it at all. And it was when I started doing stories that I got work and got better. And then that's when you first seen me, and I like when I was doing probably doing the Nelson Mandela story and stuff like
You
that.
were at your club comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that bit.
And then when Club Comic came around, really, that was more acerbic and opinionated stuff. Like, do you like the word acerbic then?
I love when people widen their vocabulary. It's beautiful.
I've been spending a lot of time with Elsie. What?
Nothing.
It was a lot more opinionated, sort of outward stuff and talking about things, but it was never like shower gels and the different types of butter. I seen Ivo Graham once do a routine about the choice between getting a London North Western Railway train or the Virgin train, which is now Avanti. And it was about a 10-minute bit, and he opened with it at hot water, and it was fucking great. And it's so comics who can see like the mundanity and the humour in mundanity. I am jealous of it. James Acaster is probably the absolute best.
James Acaster is unbelievable at it.
Donnelly's up there, and Danny McLaughlin.
Danny's so
Yeah.
good. I had a bit. I think I've mentioned this on the podcast, but I had a bit about feeding a chili flavored Nobby's nut to a squirrel. That was really. Oh, did you see that bit? It was really. It was like a really fun bit, and it worked at a lot of gigs. But I also did some pretty rough and ready gigs, like without there's gigs around. I don't want to say the promoter, but you know those gigs like in and around Manchester, like at sort of cricket clubs where it's good. It's a good gig, but they're not fucking around sort of thing. And I think I told you this. I did a gig for Mike Wilkinson in the Lake District at his local fucking pub or something. He put some acts on, and I did that bit, and it didn't go great. And apparently, the weekend after, he went in this local, and a guy came up to me and went, "Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Some of the fucking jokes, though. I mean, you could hardly call them jokes, and some of the skits. I mean, what's funny about squirrels? and you're like, yeah, I suppose so. Because if you're a working class dude who drinks in a pub and he's 60, like, you don't want to hear whimsy about feeding. But those bits, they're fun, they're playful. Like I like them. But that's not. I don't write tons of that stuff anymore. One of my favorite bits I ever had. I watched it. It's on Hot Water. And I don't know why I think maybe because it's fully clipped out on Hot Water, I've not considered it for my tours that I've just done. But it's the only bit of my old stuff that I might put away with a view to doing it in the future.
Which is what bit?
Is the bit about going on my brother-in-law's stag do and accidentally going to a strip club and then having to lie to my sister about it and her going, swear on your life. Swear on Laura's life. And like it ends up with me pretending to be God because I've sworn on my daughter's life. And like that's the kind of comedy that you just grow into, don't you?
Yeah.
The stuff where you're like it's just, I feel like that's a bit more like a grown-up stand-up. Like that's the kind of stuff that I watch and absolutely love. Like the stuff you're saying about it's more opinionated and it's more challenging, and there's people that aren't going to enjoy it because they just like the whimsical stuff and the more general stuff.
Mine, at the minute, has got no opinions in it at all, really. It's all very inward, really. But yeah, the microscopic stuff that you're talking about, that I haven't seen the shower gel bit, but yeah, Donnelly's excellent at it. They're three very similar comics. Donnelly, Acaster and Danny McLaughlin. I don't think the untrained eye wouldn't see that when you watch them, but they are very, very similar comedians. Acaster is the best at it, though. Yeah. His ability to, like, his Chris Stingle bit on one of his specials. Yeah. When he's like, what happens is you go to church and someone brings out an orange with a ribbon around it and a candle in it. And already that's weird, isn't it? Just he's just the absolute. Those three.
David O'Doherty as well.
yeah. I haven't seen as much of him.
So good. Dimitri Martin's stuff is so. Do you almost go into it knowing there'll never be a big, harsh like opinion or anything that's going to be like, you'll never hear anything about trans rights or gender politics. They're just like, yeah, we're not asked about that. Just the minutiae of daily existence.
If you haven't seen Acaster's 3 specials on Netflix, they're essentially one special split into 3.
The repertoire.
Yeah, it's so good. And then he's got another one, which is really funny because it's called Cold Lasagna Hate Myself 1999. Yeah. And it's excellent. And there's a routine in it about his former agent, who is my former agent, who I'm still friends with. And my old agent, who is literally one of my mates, and I consider to be a very good guy. He's not portrayed well in it at all. And I remember talking to him about it being, I was like, look, I know this, because it really affected, I'm not going to name him because he won't want to be named, but someone I used to work with, it really affected him when the book and that special went out. And he hated it, and, you know, and I was like, well, I'm really sorry, but it's such a funny bit. Damn. It's so good.
Right. A question on a similar topic.
Oh, what?
Hi, Lids. Anne Boleyn, second wife of Henry VIII, is widely credited for bringing the blowjob from the French court to the English. If you could take the credit for any one thing and be believed, what would it be?
Oh, also with Anne Boleyn, she had an extra digit on one hand. It was believed she had like a little, like an extra finger, and it was one of the things used against her when they were like, oh yeah. But imagine the blowjob on that. You know, like when they're giving you the black, the
black pepper.
Yeah, there you go. I meant to say, so I wanted to say pepper grinder, but I said black pepper grinder, and then I said black and sort of shocked myself, so I just went black. But yeah, that's 11 digits on the.
Can you
mate.
Like with your dick? Can you get the pepper grinder?
What?
Surely yours is just like a little fucking sack of salt one.
No, I get the pinch of salt.
Yeah.
The pinch. I'd like to be
over my shoulder.
I'd like to be credited with the invention of the blue ribbon.
Nice.
The what?
Blue ribbon. It's a biscuit.
What do you mean?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a euphemism. Because we weren't talking sex stuff, I was like, oh yeah, the blue ribbon. What's that?
So are you telling me if it wasn't for Anne Boleyn, I'd never have been sucked off?
That's what history tells us.
I love getting sucked off.
What a legacy.
What a woman.
What a woman.
So sorry. If Anne Boleyn hadn't brought blowjobs from the French court to the court of Henry VIII,
No one would have
in
ever thought of it.
1520 something, no person in this country would have ever gone, here, Bev, stick this in your mouth, eh?
Well, it'd already been how many thousands of years of civilization where it's not been happening.
It wasn't mainstream.
Bollocks.
Who brought bumming over?
Yeah,
Mate,
Google that.
bollocks. You're telling me
That was Catherine of Aragon.
some
Oh, from Spain, yeah.
Catherine of Aragon, mate.
she had a batty as well, mate. Well known. Catherine Aragon had a bunda. Mate, cavemen have been noshing each other off. Come on.
What? No, they haven't.
Yeah. You got as if
Cavemen.
Who brought over the thumb
cavemen,
in the
cave
bum?
women.
Cave women.
They've
Thumb
been
in the bum. Marie Antoinette.
What did she do?
Thumb in the bum.
She never came to it, did she?
No, but they just heard about it. The stories came across the channel.
Let them eat cake and anus.
Yeah.
Let them eat ass.
Who was the rimming woman?
The rimming woman.
Yeah.
That was
Rosa Parks.
Ooh, Pepper.
That's why people go to the back of the bus if they're naughty.
That's what it means. She did.
Yeah.
The back of the bus was a euphemism. Get to the back of the bus, girl. You know what I mean? Rim my ass.
Right, we're going to do a very quick have a word before we do some Dan versus food.
I wonder if she enjoyed Shrek.
Rose Parks. I forget. It's such a mad stat, that.
I wonder if she enjoyed it. Or if she was just busy like rimming someone. Do you know what I mean? You know what she was like.
Yeah, we're doing a quick have a word.
Are we?
Do we want to play the jingle?
No, I want him to sing it. No, I'm joking.
It's time to have a word with Dad.
Carl, you know what clip went viral this week?
A whole
You look. Oh, yeah, mate, that's a nailed on bucket.
So this is from an anonymous lady. Hiya, Lids. Can you please have a word with my fella? He's a big fan of the podcast and makes me
better
listen
be.
to it whenever I'm in his. I haven't seen much of it, but I've seen enough to know that he's starting to turn into Adam. He speaks normally most of the
Handsome
time.
bastard.
He speaks normally most of the time, but he started saying pussy like Adam and thinking he could start his own podcast. I think he's being inappropriate, but he thinks there's nothing wrong because he has a sense of humor. Recently, he had dinner with me and my parents the first time. He was trying to make inappropriate jokes, and halfway through the meal, he called my mum a nonce because she had her roast without gravy.
She's a nonce.
Unfortunately, my mum didn't find it funny, and she's now questioning why I'm with someone so
Sounds like your mum's a
childish.
bellend to me.
Have a word with my boyfriend and tell him to act a bit more grown up.
No,
please.
so hang on. She's writing into my podcast to ask me to tell someone to stop acting
podcast,
like
yeah.
me.
Our podcast. Thank you, sir.
I, as a general rule,
stink, by the
and
way.
I've got a pretty sound mother-in-law, but I don't think you should call your mother-in-law a paedophile. At dinner or anywhere
That
else.
is controversial.
What if you catch her fucking a child?
Yeah. Yeah, no. Would
you call it a
No,
paedophile?
okay. VAR, yeah, that is allowed.
Can you only open these because they stink?
Oh, what are they?
So we're going to do some Dan versus food. Adam, do you know what it is?
What?
No.
Okay, cool.
Are we literally just moved from my paedophile mother-in-law?
No, we'll go back to
No,
that.
so we
Yeah,
don't
they
need to go back
just
to it.
stink.
What is it?
I love my mother-in-law. She's so-so.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
I like them, but these smell awful.
What is it?
Didn't I make these yesterday?
No?
I forgot to do the veg.
Yeah, tapas. I told you that.
We'll have that today. Yeah. This is the next course.
What's this?
Sprouts.
So
Now introduce it properly.
and also for the month of December, Dan.
Yeah, it's going to be Christmas themed.
You
Christmas themed.
stupid knobheads.
What?
What are you on about?
It's Christmas themed.
So you're just going to bring in all the worst things
We
from
need
a
some
Christmas
salt.
dinner?
Need some salt. I'll
And
go get
pepper if you've got it as well.
We don't. It's going to be dreadful
What
either
kind of
way.
pepper grinder
Sit-
do we
No,
want?
it's going to make it better.
Get the Rosa.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dan versus food. Dan is a 42-year-old man with food phobias. There's a lot of foods he's never tried, despite being a fully grown man. And we make him try one every single week for your viewing pleasure. This week, Dan, we're going Christmas themed for the month of December. So you're gonna have some sprouts today, lads. Now I'm gonna be nice
Don't
to you.
smile at me, Carl.
It was my idea.
You fucking rat.
Can I ask how these have been?
Mate, I hope that was got on camera.
Can I ask how these have been cooked
In the microwave.
in the Popty Ping? Microwave
An
sprout.
apostle.
I like
King.
sprouts, and this one isn't good.
Great. So Carl just caught the sprout. I'm not eating this fucking shite. What?
It's absolutely fine.
It's not. No, I'm not having a bad sprout.
It's nice.
Drop my bin.
They're just a bit dry.
It's just a bit sprouty.
Right. So the Dan versus food
You might
is
like
a
them.
food that Adam, I like everything row, just spat into my spitty bin.
Do you know what?
This is
Actually,
going to be awful.
They have to taste lovely.
Actually,
Well, you have to fucking eating the sprout.
Get some tomato sauce on it.
A bit more black pepper. Bit more.
What are you trying to do to yourself?
Bit
stop
more.
it, you're going to ruin it.
No, it needs
You're
more.
ruining it.
I
You're
like
ruining
flavour. Don't you ever put food in my mouth.
Like, Dan, this is
Fat-handed
just a
twat.
vegetable. It was grown in the ground, like your cocaine.
Imagine it's a big ball of coke.
That pepper's nice.
You didn't even eat it?
What the fuck was that? You threw the fork away?
Too much pepper.
I'll give mum that pepper on.
I'm not eating it. It's awful. Dan versus food. Fail. Awful. Hate it.
What score out of 10?
It's a shitty, sweaty tree. What's that? It's a mini, rolled up, fucking soggy sock of a fucking plant. Nah, mate.
Sprouts can be great.
Yeah, that's just a bad one.
Microwaved sprouts are shit. We need to start talking about this. Me with the other guys. I'm the food guy in here, and everyone's ruining it. Can't be giving them sprouts in the microwave. Should have made me saute them.
You forgot yesterday. Why would
I
you
did,
remember
because I
to-
was drunk, Carl. I was trying to have fun. It was my Christmas as well, you know.
Like mum.
Can I throw one in your mouth? Ready?
Yeah!
Fucking teamwork, kid. Anyway,
it nice?
my paedophile mother-in-law,
Yeah. What about it?
No, out of 10, Dan, sprouts. Out of
None.
10.
0.
So that's for me. That's
No.
a 0.
This one's actually better.
Cool. Made up for you.
I'll spit it back then.
No, I'll make it.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I was being serious. Yeah, nice. I can't eat. If this is what we're doing the whole of December,
We're just doing Christmas.
you're going to have a grumpy Dan Nightingale,
Christmas
mate.
themed. So
And
if
that's
you've-
me talking in the third person
If you
about
can
myself.
think of something Christmassy that you think Dan could eat, comment below. And we
Sage
might
onion
do it.
stuffing.
He had stuff in last night, didn't you?
No,
Did you not?
not stuffing.
Oh, my.
Is that the thing from the chicken's bum?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chicken poo with sage and onion.
Sage onion chicken.
Hang on,
poo.
that's a
You
good
love that,
point.
don't you?
That's a good point. Why is it called stuffing if you've just got it in a little tray?
It doesn't actually get stuffed at the chicken's ass.
Like
does.
you can do that, but the one that Adam made,
Made
I'm
it in a
guessing, is from
tray?
a packet.
No, yesterday I didn't stuff a chicken's ass because I didn't have a chicken's ass to stuff.
You just had
It's not
some.
a pheasant pluck, and I'm the pheasant plucker. Yeah, it's still called stuffing because it's to be stuffed up a chicken's batty is made. Just because it doesn't go up the bumhole doesn't mean it's not a fucking stuffing, mate.
Dan, you could shove a Kinder Bueno up a chicken's ass and you don't want it.
What?
Point, Carl.
I hope we zoom in on Anna's face when he's like, I'm fucking doing it. Don't bring me this shite.
This was dog shit. We need to discuss the food stuff from now on.
And by the way, it could have been the best cooked sprouts in the history of sprouts, and I'd still think it's shite.
No, you like good sprouts with like
So
melted
what do
butter
you want?
and
Stuff you like? That's no fun.
Yeah, it's not Dan versus the things he likes.
yeah. Dan versus Nando's. Oh,
Yesterday-
What are we gonna have today? Me and Finn are gonna have a little Nando's and suck each other off, and then put it on the internet
mate.
for everyone to see.
The most things
Whether
on
Finn
the-
likes it or not.
What most things in the menu on Nando's, most things in Nando's are a problem. I just pick what I like. What did I have yesterday? I did really well yesterday.
No, you
What
didn't.
did
You
I
had
have?
You
gammon
had gammon
and a
and
potato.
potato.
That's it.
What did I have, Adam? I had chicken pate under wax. I had a candle. I ate a candle. I
had
had a-
chicken liver pate. And he's going, I ate a candle.
So I can do it. I can try new things. Yeah. This is fucking hamster food,
This
mate.
is shit. This was a bad idea.
Sprouts. He doesn't like them or eat them. That's what Dan versus food is.
But they're shit though. He's got to be trying the good versions of it because we're trying to win him over and teach him that food is to be loved.
Oh, that was going straight in. That was
I don't want one. I've had one and it tastes like poo.
We're trying to. The whole point of this, first of all, is humour. But second of all, is to teach him that there's foods out there that he can fall in love with. Yeah? And he's not going to fall in love with it if we're making the shit versions of it, like microwave sprouts, is he?
We haven't got a kitchen. We haven't got
Well,
a
we'll
kitchen.
make a kitchen.
Oh, sorry.
Get me a kitchen. Stay. Order us a kitchen, please. And make sure Carl's in to get
Don't
it
do it
delivered.
from Ren.
Right, let's have a break and I'll eat some sprouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening, lids? Time to tell you about our OG, our absolute favourite sponsor, manscaped.com. With the promo code WORD20, you get 20% off and free worldwide shipping. Now listen, Christmas is coming up. Who wants a hairy sack at Christmas? Even Santa doesn't have a hairy sack. He's got a hairy face. His sack is full of presents. And that's what my sack's full of. Come for women.
Yes, mate. Who do you need to shave this Christmas? Your Mars Biff? You never know. But with Manscaped, you've got the best pube shaving kit in the game.
The Lawnmower 5.0 is now
a
out.
new
It's
one.
part of this
Oh,
massive
it's sweet.
package where you get the crop preserver, the crop soother. It's basically
a
just a bit
snip.
of cream for your pubes, you know what I mean? There's the weed whacker. Put this up your arsehole, up your nose, trim the ears. Who wants a hairy arsehole? No, you need this to get in there. Sort it out, okay? Go to manscaped.com. Promo code is WORD20. 20% off the best products for below the belt grooming for men or for women, you know, or trans.
Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. This is the best package you could give to your hairy relative. Sort them out.
Christmas is coming. Your Mars Biff's getting fat. Look at me out.
Shave it. Bars.
Welcome back to this week's second half.
Got a fucking legend in the room.
We have
A fucking legend.
Willa White's here.
Thank you. Thanks very much for having me, lads. Appreciate
Anyone
it.
who was at the Dublin live show at Vicar Street, or I mean, that's the only time you've worked with us so far. Pleasure to have you in, lad.
Smashed
Thank you very much.
Flown all the way over
From
the
Dublin.
Irish Sea on a plane.
From Juryland.
I've got
All
jet
the way
lag.
from
You
Newcastle.
got jet lag?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is it 45 minutes?
got it coming over the Isle of Man.
It
Fuck.
fucks.
You get jet lag within the hour. I thought it was 10 past 2.
We're going up and now we're going down.
It's a good flight, that, though, isn't it? Because you go up and then you see all the Ryanair or the EasyJet staff panic because they've got to try and save everyone in about 4 minutes before the descent starts.
Yeah, well, I was on one of them planes with the fucking propellers on it.
Aer
I'd never been on one of them before.
Aer Lingus.
That's the
Because they should
that's
be
the-
illegal.
Yeah, that's the symbol for playing with propellers. Unless you're playing with someone that has big fucking nipples.
Look at the size of the areola.
Jesus, they're
Big
huge.
woman, that. Come here, you.
Yeah, so I was on that, and it was an experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like them. I got one of them to New York. A propeller plane
That's not legal.
to New York.
Hang on, no. Now, what you've done there is you've
talking about
made
the-
it sound like you've gone transatlantic with propellers, and that's not true. You've not gone from the UK to New York with propellers. You were in Nashville.
No.
I think the last people that done that, lads, was the fucking Wright brothers.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Come, get to fuck.
I mean, they're technically all propellers, aren't they? They're all got the spinny
Yeah,
things
they're all
in them.
propellers. Really?
no, they're really not.
There's some of them are jet engines.
Yeah,
aren't
some
they?
of them are jet engines.
Yeah, with propellers on.
yeah. Don't try and fucking crank that jet engine. No, you
You flew
didn't.
across the Atlantic with propellers.
Did we, Jack?
It was so good. He never backs down. He went, I'm
See what,
starting to see
see
this
what
as
mushrooms do to you.
I think we swam part of the way.
Are you a good flyer? Can you fly like well?
Yeah, give me about 4 years, man, and I fucking fly. No, I am. I'm all right kind of taking off that when I'm landing. But when I got on this plane today, for some reason, the fella that was sitting beside me blessed himself before he took off. And I just kind of was going, oh, what the fuck is going on? I'm not bad landing. I'm not great. When you're flying with Ryanair a lot, I think they just turn the engine off and they're about 1,000 feet off the ground when they're landing and just go, fuck it, Seamus, let's see what happens. Aer Lingus are a little bit more cautious, you know, because I think they're on better money than Ryanair, like, you know.
Yeah, they're nice, Aer Lingus.
Yeah, Aer Lingus are lovely, like, but they land an awful lot more easier than Ryanair do. Ryanair just don't give a fuck, like.
I don't mind
what I mean?
London. It's taken off because every time a plane crashes, the news always says it crashed into a mountain shortly after takeoff or whatever. It's always shortly after takeoff.
Yeah.
You never really heard of a plane landing at an airport and blowing up.
Everything was flying. They'd done the 8-hour flight without incident. They twatted it on the last 10 fucking meters.
Like sometimes it's bumpy, but it's just like it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, and they all clap. The Irish people seem to clap every time the plane lands.
Oh, it's a
the
bit.
fuck is that about?
It's frowned upon over here, you know.
Like, when do you ever get
claps.
to your house in a taxi and 4 people kind of go like that, the taxi driver?
I'm wanking. That's the sound you've heard. I'm really slapping it back.
You're going out coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like takeoff at all. I also I don't know how planes work, so it bothers me. I know how cars work. I know how trains work. How the planes work. You tell me. I don't know.
I don't.
What do you mean?
How do planes work?
What do you mean? How do you know cars trains
No, yeah,
into. Well, you know how the combustion engine works.
Yeah, but neither of them can fly.
no,
If you put wings on a car, it wouldn't fly.
It would if you went fast enough.
yeah. But how fast is fast enough, and why do they know?
Probably
that?
about 400 miles an hour.
But I'm the same with big cruise liners and that. I'm going, how can a big lump of fucking metal float in
That's the
in the
density.
water?
That.
Like?
Oh,
surface area.
100%. Well, 100%.
Look,
I'm
I don't get that either. I get exactly what you were saying. I don't know how planes fly. I don't know how steel boats stay afloat. But I still go, fuck it, I'm getting on it because everyone else is getting on, you know? It's like that bloke that
We
got the
can't all die.
Yeah, no, it's like you do what everyone else does. You kind of get in the queue and you go, listen, I'm getting on this, like, you know? It's like the fella that come home with the tattoo unique on his forehead. Do you remember that?
No.
And his dad says to him, why did you get tattoo unique on your forehead? He says, oh, my mates had it done.
Beautiful. I think I'd rather crash it. I'd rather a plane crash than a like a cruise ship starts sinking.
100%.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
if
you're dead on
I'm
impact.
going, I don't want to have time to think about it and see the shark swimming towards
See,
me.
this is the difference between me and people like you two. Is
Yeah,
confidence in it. Like if a boat sinks in my head, I'm like, I'll swim somewhere, I'll get rescued.
If a plane's
Plane
going
is
down,
dead.
I'll start surfing it. Just fucking.
Yeah,
I'll
but
do an
look
ollie.
at the Titanic.
Yeah.
Like, there's not
Good
an awful
film.
lot of people got off that, like.
None.
And when you think about
Some
what
of them
they...
did though. Some of them did.
Well,
no
they're
one's
sad.
ever been on a plane that says a mountain and lives to tell the tale.
Yeah, but it's like the ocean fucking lottery, isn't it? It could be you or like, I mean, the height of the Titanic, the jump off it even. I mean, and then you're jumping into freezing cold water.
I know. Which is good for you for about 5
No, it is.
minutes.
Yeah, it is.
It's the original ice bath. They just didn't know how long to stay in there.
I'd say there was more.
It would have really boosted their immune
Yeah.
system
They
and
were-
helped with their energy and the mood. But they stayed in for 2 hours.
and
And that's
not a
bad.
dry robe inside.
Get off my wood,
Who
chat.
said that water everywhere, but not a drop to drink?
Gary Neville.
Captain of the Titanic.
Yeah.
Gary Neville.
That didn't go here. That didn't go
It's
down
Gary-
too
Not a
well.
lot of people know that.
Was Gary Neville the captain of the Titanic? I don't know.
Would you genuinely rather just, it's over, plane crash, boof,
I want
dead?
my death to be like that, so yeah.
Really?
I don't
yeah, but
wanna
the
know
other
I'm
one
dying.
might not be death. You might survive.
In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, you've hit an iceberg.
A specific ocean.
The
Which one?
specific,
Which one?
The Atlantic one. No, you're dead, mate.
My mate says sit at the back of the plane. So you'll never see a fucking plane reverse into a mountain. Good point, isn't it? And my other mate is an air hostess and she reckons that when you start blowing the whistle that attracts sharks.
Come and get us.
So it fucking kills you quicker, innit?
Yeah, and do you know why you wear seatbelts on a plane? So they can identify your body easier.
No,
Yeah,
you
and that's
don't.
why they tell you to put your head in between your legs when they're crashing.
Yeah.
Kiss your ass.
Also,
So you
bollocks.
no, because then they go, oh, seat 2, John.
It's to stop your head putting the roof in turbulence.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's when-
it is.
I'm going with
You
crashing.
said this.
Put your seatbelts on.
No, it's nothing to do with crashing. It's the turbulence in it, so you're not going, oh, whoa.
It's like that campaign for cars that we had. I don't know whether you had it as well. 3 dead in this vehicle. They say the one without the seatbelt done the damage. So you can imagine coming onto the aviation report, 345 dead in this vehicle. They say the one without the seatbelt.
Just bouncing around the place.
Carl surrounded by nuts. No, we had one, and it was Julie knew her killer, and it was a daughter in the
yeah.
back without the seatbelt. Really,
Shot her.
Sure, yeah. We strangled her. Yeah. Don't ground me.
Do you know what got me on that one? Have you ever seen the phone one? Like, she
Yeah.
phones her mum in the car and she's speaking to her, and then the line goes dead because she's crashed. And now if ever I call somebody to go, "But in the car," I get angry and say, "Put the fucking phone down."
I think that's probably because she knew how bad of a cook her fucking man was. She went, "What you doing, shepherd's pie again? Fuck that!" Straight into a wall.
Do you remember the one with the bike? And it was like, did you see it? And you're like, no, because it wasn't there. You showed us 2 different videos, you think fucking liars. They were like, think bike, especially when you can't see it.
No, the phone got me. No, stay off your phone in the car. I don't want to kill you with a phone call.
You shouldn't be doing anything in the car. That isn't just 10 to 2.
30 miles an hour.
Focus.
Everything about you is a lie.
What do you mean?
You're like 25 past 6 with one hand.
Just like
You're like fucking Minority Report while driving.
my phone.
Minority
Yeah,
Report.
playing Xbox.
I think they
Playing
should.
FIFA with my left hand.
I think they should invent a car that when you get into the car, the minute you pick up your phone, the car just fucking goes off.
It blows up.
Well, Yeah.
No,
maybe
it will. No, absolutely. That's coming, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
coming. What film is it? The Fifth Element, where everything you do speeding wise is part of the mainframe, and you just get your 3 points, and then you fucking. He did something wrong in the Fifth Element, Bruce Willis, and then he just fucking his
not
car
dead,
stopped
he's
working.
just forgot who he
I
is.
know his car stopped working, and he couldn't get him one, and that is coming. That is where all your license is linked up to the mainframe. You fucking that is happening.
I got 6 penalty
100%.
points last week in 2 days.
What?
Yeah. 2 speed cameras. And I was under the illusion, I have these 4D plates on my car. And the bloke that gave me the 4D plates goes, these are fucking excellent. Like, the camera actually can't pick them up. And me like a fucking idiot. I was like a man buying a bag of magic beans, going to the fair. And caught me twice, yeah. Caught me once coming back from the country somewhere down the sticks. And then caught me just around the corner, because I live right beside Dublin Airport in a place called Swords.
That for quick getaways.
Yeah, so you know what they say, live by the swords, die by the airport. That's what they say. So, so I got twice, 6 points, and fair play to me missus. I said to her, "Will you take 3 for the team?" And she took 3 of them. But another mate of mine come on and went, "Look, there's a Polish licence. Just give his name and number. He's sound, and he can't get the points." But with 11,
Willa, can I ask you a question? Do you know this is going on the internet?
yeah,
I love how you live.
yeah. But
Don't
this
go-
is in England, so British police can't do that.
Oh, they can't.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fuck. Once the guard get fucking YouTube.
Yeah. They won't. Never actually thought that. Actually, that was all a joke. But I had 11 points at once.
What?
Yeah, at 11.
How'd you get 11? I
How'd
thought-
you get-
You
This
get
is
12. So
this-
when you get your 12th one, you can talk them out of one so that you don't get banned.
Yeah, this is what happened. And I had 11 points, and this is a true story. I was coming through a place called Sheriff Street, which is a fairly rough area. And I went over the bridge in Sheriff Street to go into East Wall, and there's a left-hand turn, which is an illegal left-hand turn, because the sign is there going, no left-hand turn. And when I took the left-hand turn, there was 3 cars parked up and a copper on a bike. And he just looked at me and went like that. And I went, oh, fuck. I said, I'm going to get banned now, completely banned. No, sorry, you're 10 points, I tell a lie at the time. Pulled up, I said, I'm getting banned now. Another 2-3 points, that's me, I'm gone. So when I pulled up in behind the 3 cars, I'm sitting there and I'm going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Copper comes up to me, he goes, all right, how's it going? So he's a Dublin copper. And they're the fucking worst. Like, people think, oh, they're from Dublin. When they're from you, where you're from, they're all right. Like, but I was going, this fella's going to be a prick.
Oh, mate, the
And his
pig
phone-
scum in Liverpool.
His phone rang.
Disgusting.
His phone rang as I was on the phone, and as his phone rang, his ringtone was AC/DC, and I just went AC/DC, and he just looked at me and he goes, he said, for 1 penalty point, he says, name the song, and the song was Highway to Hell, right? And I went, Highway to Hell. He says, correct, and he gave me 1 penalty point. And that night I was in my mate's house, and I went, you're not going to believe what happened. And I told him what happened, and he started laughing at me. I said, what are you fucking laughing at? He goes, you only get 1 point for an illegal left-hand turn or right-hand turn, either way. So I felt like a fucking idiot.
I got stopped by the police for the first time last week, speeding. Coming from work. I came around the corner at like 40 in a 30, and he pulled me over, and he went, what speed's that? And it's a 30, and I was doing 40. And he went, why? I was like, I don't know. I was like, he's like, you've got a nice car, haven't you? I was like, yeah. I was like, I couldn't tell you why. I was like, I was just being a dickhead, wasn't I? He was like, right, okay. And he ran my license. He went, all right, so just don't do it again.
Can I just say, Willa's quiz guy is way more fun than yours.
No, he was just sound.
He's like, listen, let's do a little quiz and we'll get you some points back.
I got stopped by
was he
some,
just baffled that someone was honest?
He was like, because it was.
Yeah, but
they
I've
were good-
had very similar. I've had 2 experiences like that.
if you're just not a gobshite,
No, do good
and
cop,
you
bad
go,
cop, innit?
and you basically go, I'm a dick. I fucked up.
That's
I
what
shouldn't
No,
it
have
but
done it."
also like, so I got stopped by some bacon smelling cunt a few months ago.
Here
right?
we go. By the way, he
Yeah.
grew up in a mafia family.
yeah.
So, you know, when you've done time like Adam does.
Anytime he talks like that, you should just
Yeah,
bring in
yeah,
some
yeah.
music like the Godfather.
Yeah, obviously, because he's a capo. So he's done his time.
Some porky little cunt, right? I'm driving down Edge Lane and this fucking.
Where did you put your shooter? did you have your piece on you?
I did it in my hand like
in his
this.
face.
In you?
I think you're right, lad. Yeah. Stopping me yet, lad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the police hate that.
I think we're done here, aren't we? You big space idiot. Now get in your car, you big cunt.
Nice.
Get in your car.
Right. Should we tell the story again?
I was driving down Edge Lane and I sped up to catch the light. You know? Like it's going to yellow and you're like, I just want to get through the light. And he goes, woo! He didn't even
Oh, is he gay? He's gay.
He was in the back.
He was in the back seat.
It was Pride Week.
Chase the light.
So he puts his head out the window and goes, woo!
By the way, it would be so much funnier if the police weren't allowed to have actual sirens
Yeah.
and they had to make the sound themselves. There's been a murder. Oh, love it.
And he basically stops traffic. So you know the junction by the Mackies
I do.
and the Halfords.
I do. Yeah.
So I'd gone through that light, and he pulled me over there and stopped me so the people coming out of the retail park can't get out now because that's where he stopped us. And he went, "What happened back there then, son?" And I went, "I sped up to catch the light, didn't I?" And he goes, "Yeah. Why are you doing that? You didn't rush." I went, "I am actually, yeah." I said, "I know I shouldn't have done it, but I wanted to catch the light, so soz about that." I went, "Do you want me to get out the car?" And he goes, "You just don't do that again
Yeah, that's what I
on
got.
your way."
Then I wouldn't have called
The
him a
fucking point.
bacon.
I know what I done was wrong, don't I? And I still did it.
Well,
And you know what? If you're watching, I will do it again. You big fucking cunt. Shut up.
So
Well,
we
the
put-
big cunt that just gave you a warning and
Yeah,
let you
What
go.
was he going to do? Throw me in
Adam.
prison? Oh, he put up 100 years for this guy.
You stupid cunt. Pulling me over and letting me go without consequence.
Do you know this goes out? Do you know this goes out on the internet?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Look
really
at me. Listen, pig scum.
One,
Yeah.
well, can I just
guarantee you by the
say
time
one of my
he's-
favourite moments was when Jason Manford was on the couch in the old studio and Adam just does out of nowhere just went, "Pig cunt." And Jason Manford's face, I will never forget it when he went, "What are we doing? Why would you do that?" It's so funny.
He's a fucking inside
Do you know the way
busy,
he-
isn't he?
do you know the way he blocked the... Oh, shit.
Oh,
Jason.
here,
Undercover busy Jason
Yeah,
Manford.
yeah,
Stinks
listen.
of it, mate.
Listen here. I guarantee you by the time he's
The
playing the
fucking
M&S Arena, he's going to be getting a lift over there.
Oh, yeah.
There's just not.
Do you know the way they blocked
many
the
have you got?
junction?
Yeah.
They blocked the junction. So we put his lights on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's not stopping me. He's just trying to drive past. So I was like, oh, no, he is stopping me. So I turned away from the busy junction. So he didn't have to stop me there. And he was chasing me. And I was like, I am stopping, but not here. And he went, in future, lad, if there's lights on, stop. I went, I don't live this way, I live that way. I just didn't want to block the junction because if he'd have pulled me over
This
there.
way, that's so funny.
I
I
went-
was going home, mate.
Well, I did. I live
Yeah,
that way.
I just thought it'd be safer to park up in Warrington. I just kept going. I didn't see anywhere safe. And now we're in Lincolnshire.
No, but-
but
That's one of the reasons he was like, because he was like, all right, that makes sense. Nice one. I was like, cool. I was like, I didn't want to block a really busy junction because the lights were getting turned on, the Christmas lights.
And there was another little scumbag, right? Once I was in West Derby. Do you know where the church and that is? Not the church, but it's like a Methodist church. Do you know what I mean? Like the little side road that goes up to the Shankly.
just
yeah.
we got it.
And there's a little like.
It's like a little weird.
Do you know that exactly? Do you know what number I was in front of? 12. No, you're thinking of 8. Go on. We've got it.
I want him to get it.
I don't. It's just, there's 150,000 people. Are fine. Just
I'm
get-
talking to me friend.
Oh, for God's sake. Do you know where we mean, though? Do you know the one with the red door?
Pete Best Way.
Yes. Pete
Yeah.
Bestway.
In front of Sue's house. No, you're thinking of Graham.
It is actually
George
called,
Best Way.
It is actually, no, it's actually called Pete Best Way. That's not a joke.
Pete Bestway. So it's a left turn only. Or a right turn only. But anyway, I went the other way because I was like, I just want to go with a little shortcut.
What day was it? What day was it?
Just Sunday. Actually.
Oh, it was just Sunday. Think about Sunday traffic.
Right. So I was like, it'll take me 10 seconds to just go there and then I can get on with my day rather than going all the way. You have to go around the big triangle.
course.
Yeah.
And this fucking
You don't want to
bacon,
get stuck in.
he turns in.
It's the Sunday traffic, isn't it? You don't want to get stuck in it.
Match traffic,
Do
probably.
you know it's church traffic?
And he's like, what are you doing here? That's a right turn only. And I went, I know, yeah. I went, I've just turned the wrong way. And he goes, and what do you want to do about that? I went, do you want me to turn around and go back that way? And he went, yeah, I would like that. He said, but I need to run your license first. And I was like, I haven't got it with me. And he goes, right, what's your name? And I gave him his name and he just goes, he winds his window up and goes, and he goes, right.
It's got special needs.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight in the car.
He just shouts gibberish into his shoulder. Was he mentally ill? Go on.
Yeah, he was, yeah. You ever been in trouble with the law, Willa?
You ever been in truffle with the law?
Where do I start?
Have you really?
Yeah. Fucking, have I ever,
Can I
what?
just say, mate, you've got such a naughty face. I reckon. No, he hasn't.
Wait, you do realise we know Will has been in trouble with the law?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Def-
right, okay.
I'm going to tell you a
Something to know
car
that.
story talking about
I don't think he does.
talking about the police, right?
Yeah,
So
I've met
I
him.
come over here about 5 years ago with another comic called Damien Clark. I don't know whether he's known.
Yeah.
Oh,
An
what a
Australian
cunt,
guy.
innit?
Yeah.
Isn't he just
So we-
a mood
wait,
hoover?
wait,
Oh, he's
wait,
such
yeah,
a
so
negative.
this-
He's the
we
nicest
come over.
guy.
He was looking to buy a car for his missus, and I was buying a car at the time in Cardiff. So he happened to be buying a car in Bristol. So I said, why don't we book the flights for the same day? I says, and the two of us will come over on the flight. I says, you can go and get your car in Bristol. We'll jump in your car then. We'll fly up to Cardiff. We'll grab my car. I says, and we'll both head, for Holyhead.
Yeah.
He went, yeah, that's a great idea. So
Also, he's a
was-
great
yeah.
pick for an adventure.
And this
isn't
is
he?
when the VRT was out, the vehicle registration tax, so it was well worth their while from Dublin to come to England and buy a car. You got better value, you got better spec in the car. And so we came over, the red eye, say, of a Wednesday morning or whatever it was, goes to Bristol Force with Damo, goes up to this car place where he's buying the car. And we pulled up and it's just a fucking car wash with 2 cars for sale on it. And I looked at Damo and I said, are you sure this is where you're buying the car? Because it was just a load of foreign nationals, like, no disrespect to foreign nationals, they were washing the cars, right? They're doing a job, right? And he's ringing the guy that he bought the car off, and there's no answer on the phone. And I says to Damo, this isn't bleeding right, man. There's something not right here. And he looks at me with a kind of a panicked look on his face, and I said to him, what are you looking at me like that for? What the fuck is up, like? He said, I paid your man for the car the other day. He says, I paid him the money for the car.
No.
I says, you're fucking joking. He goes, no. I said, are you fucking stupid? He says, you're at the paying a bloke for the car over the phone that you've never met, off a website. I says, getting sold as a private car. I says, from this fucking place. Like, he goes, oh, what am I going to do? I says, look, I'll ring the bank. I says, go straight onto the bank now and cancel the payment, He said, I think the payment's on. I said, just get onto the bank. So while we're on the phone to the bank, after about 10 minutes, the fella who he's buying the car off rings him. So he says, look, I'm really, really sorry. He says, I couldn't get up there. He says, I'm late. He says, I only live about 10 minutes down the road. Jump in a cab, come down, and I'll give you the car. So we went down to where the guy lives, pulled up outside. Your man has the car. I'm looking in the engine. I don't have a fucking clue about cars, right? I'm looking in, yeah. He goes, yeah, everything seems grand. Gets the documentation, jumps in the car. So as we're in the car heading towards Cardiff, I says to Damien, are you insured in the car? And he looks at me and he goes, what? I said, are you insured in the car? You need to be insured. Oh, no, I didn't know yet. I says, what do you think? I says, you think because you've no insurance because you're on the English roads that you don't have to be insured? I said, so what happens if we get in an accident from here to Cardiff? He goes, oh, I never really thought about that. I says, for fuck's sake. I says, look, just bring me up to get the car. Because I've been in loads of cars that haven't been insured, so I didn't really give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? So we gets up to the Cardiff. I goes into where I'm buying my car. Mr. Responsibility, ex-fucking criminal, ex-convict, jumps out, gives the guy the few quid, takes the car for a drive, and says, yeah, I'm happy. So we're late now at this stage. So we goes into Tesco's, gets a sandwich, bottle of water, says, we need to move it to get the ferry at 2:30 in Holyhead. I says, you go ahead of me and keep flooring it in the car, So off he goes. He's ahead of me. We're doing about 1:30 on the motorway. Flying up. Look, come here, we don't live here, so I didn't really give a fuck. If he wasn't with me, you know what I'm saying? If he wasn't with me, I'd have been doing 160. Like, I'd have been just fucking
What
going
car
for
is
it.
this?
It was an Audi A6 Black Edition.
When you
It
say
was a fast
160,
car.
are you talking kilometres or miles?
I'm talking kilometres, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
But if it done 160, I'd still do 160 miles. So
Pierce
anyway,
my pants if you'd have been like, it was a Renault Espace.
As I'm in the car, about an hour into the journey, there's a BMW X5 behind me flashing his lights at me, and I'm going, what the fuck is he flashing at? I'm doing about 120. I'm in the fast lane. So I'm flashing Damo, who's ahead of me, telling him to go fucking faster, hoping that he understands the flick on the headlights thing, saying, oh yeah, he means go faster. So the bloke, nothing is happening, right? So the fella keeps flashing at me in the X5. So I rolled down my window and I went like that, fuck off. And the minute I done that, I'm not joking with you, the fucking Jeep lit up like a Christmas tree, right? Blue lights all around the place. I went, oh fuck. Within a minute, there's a police car in front of me, police car behind me. It's like police camera stop action. Fucking boxes me in, brings me into the hard shoulder, right? Yeah, whatever way.
Police camera.
You know what I'm talking about.
And now action.
So goes into the hard shoulder. Guys in the Jeep start screaming at me, put your hands on the dash, put your hands on the dash. So I put my fucking hands on the dash and going, the first thing I'm thinking is, there's drugs in the car. I'm at the getting set up. Your man's at the fucking loading the car up with a load of fucking brown or a load of white, and I'm bringing it over to Dublin. So puts me hands on the dash. He says, don't move, don't move. Comes over, opens the door, pulls me out of the car, puts me hands on the roof and handcuffs me. He goes, do you know what we're stopping you for and arresting you for? And I went, well, the only thing I could think of, I said, well, I was speeding and I told you to fuck off, like, you know. and he goes, no, that's only, he says, that car you're in is stolen. He says, the car's robbed. I says, what? He goes, yeah, the car's stolen. He says, it's come up in our system as it's stolen. He says, and that's why we're stopping you, taking the car off you. I says, mate, look, I've got the logbook. I've got the garage where I bought it off. I says, I have everything. I says, car's not fucking stolen. I says, in the meantime, fucking Damien Doofus has stopped to see what's going on, right? He's no insurance. Comes back, hey, what's going on? Yeah, they check him out. He gets handcuffed, put into the back of the car, right, for no insurance. If that was me in front, I'd have been gone to Holyhead. I'd have waited for nobody, right? Copper says to me, have you ever been in trouble with the British police before? And I says, yeah, I have been in trouble with the British police. He says, what's the most recent thing you've been in trouble for? I said, I held me auntie, me cousin, and a friend hostage in a house for 3 days in London. And he's looking at me like this. He said to me, sorry.
I take it back. I didn't know that.
He says,
Yeah, we did.
he says, I held me auntie, me cousin, and me auntie's friend hostage in a house for 3 days. He says, mate, are you fucking messing? I says, no. I said, I'm dead serious. He says, hang on there for a minute. So he goes over, gets on the blower. He comes back. So as he's walking back over, he's looking at me and he's going, he goes, he says, this is a bit of a fucking downgrade, isn't it? He says, from a hostage situation to a stolen car. And I went, mate, I says, look at, the car's not robbed. Anyway, Gloucestershire police station, we ends up going to, me, Damo, cars get took off, us driven off. I'm in the fucking police station sitting there going, fucking car's gone, like, I'm at the fucking spending 12 grand on a car and it's gone, like, and Damo's in the cell down from me and I'm going, what's going to happen? Gets onto the Irish is it a consulate or is it consulate, is it?
Yeah. The embassy.
Because they wouldn't let me ring home. He says, we can't let you ring anywhere outside of Ireland. Gets onto the consulate gets on to me missus rings up. I says, look, I'm in custody. I'm going to court in the morning. The car's robbed, like, and she's going, you fucking idiot, and she's screaming. I said, just don't tell me, mum. I says, tell me, mum, everything is all right and I'm coming home, because my mum's a bit old, you know, and gets a bit upset. So about 7:30 that night, the cell door opens. So we get all the usual stuff. If you don't know the procedure, when you go into an English police station, they do your DNA, take a swab of your mouth, take your fingerprints, do all that shit, and then they lock you up, like, and check to see if you've done probably anything else that's gone on in the country.
Yeah.
So I come out of the cell about 7:30, goes up to the desk, and a man says to me, he says, on behalf of the British Metropolitan Police, we'd like to apologise to you for what happened today and what you've been through. There seems to be some kind of misunderstanding. And I was like, fucking hell. I says, so my first thing was, he's letting me out. Am I going home? Your man goes, yeah, we're letting you out. You're going home. I was like, thank fuck for that. He says, what happened was, he says, the car that you bought from where you bought it from, I'm not going to name the place because your man's actually a nice fella. He says, he was selling that car for his mate. So we like you, Dan, selling a car. Well, he won't have a car in May anyway, but just pretend he has a car. It'd be like you selling his car, but his wife reported the car stolen that morning.
Right, okay.
So when they checked me on the system in the car, obviously speeding as well, which didn't help, they seen the car was stolen.
So he's gone, oh, will you sell my car for me? And he's like, yeah, I'll come and pick it up and move it.
Yeah,
and
but
and the missus has gone, oh my God, the car's gone.
No.
Then rung the police.
She was having a domestic with her husband.
Right.
So she
She's
knew
trying
he
to
was
cause
selling the
murder
car.
like women
So
do.
the car seller and the car, the two of the guys the guy that was getting his car sold and the guy that was selling the car didn't know anything about this whatsoever, that she'd reported the car robbed. So I got fucking took out of the car. So the first question was, I said, am I getting out? He says, yeah. I said, am I getting the car back? He goes, yeah, we're going to bring you to a compound now. You can get your car back. So I'm looking at me watch and going, I'll get the 11 o'clock ferry. Definitely, I'll make it. So Damo gets out then as well. But he's got a bigger problem than me because he can't get insurance on his car because it's after 6 o'clock till in the morning. So he's not going home. So I says to Damo, when I get my car, I'm going to drop you to the nearest fucking B&B or wherever it is. I says, and I'm going to get the boat. So we got out, I dropped him to a B&B, and I'm telling you, I'd say it was like a rave. All the cameras were flashing me all the way up to Holyhead. And I rang the guy as well, and I said it to him, I says, look at me, the guy that sold me the car, I says, you are very, very lucky that I've got a colourful pass that says because I'm fucking, and he was like, oh, look, what can I do for you? I says, look, you're going to pay for 2 days loss of earnings for work. I says, you're paying for a tank of diesel, you're paying for the boat. I says, and you're going to pay for a cabin on the boat. He says, look, not a problem. Next morning, 12 o'clock, everything was in my account and that was it. What a fucking experience.
Can I just ask one question?
Yeah.
Why did you hold your auntie hostage?
That was the next question.
that was
it was like going to be your question as well.
Oh, I was going to say, are you sure we don't want to break? I reckon everything's been covered. Is it just a Christmas that got out of hand?
No.
That's a game of Monopoly.
No.
I want to be the dog, you fucking bitch. Sit down.
No, I'll tell you what happened. I was living in London at the time, 1989, and I was taking a lot of fucking drugs. And I was after being at a rave in a place called the Third Floor in Dalston in East London. So we went to this rave and came out of rave on Sunday afternoon, and I was after taking a load of V's, a load of LSD, and I got psychosis. So the Monday morning, I didn't even go to sleep. Like, my head was telling me that there was a hit out on me. That it's always, most of the times when Irish people suffer with psychosis, it's always the IRA that have to hit out on you for some reason or either. It's never a bleeding Bolivian marksman. It's never, someone from MI5. It's always the IRA. Anyone that I've spoke to in Dublin
Whenever
that's
I get
suffering with
psychosis,
it's
the
the
Bolivian
IRA.
marksman, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not even the continuity IRA. It's always the real IRA. Like, because there's that many branches of the fucking IRA at the moment. I can't believe it's not the IRA. So I was suffering with psychosis, and on the Monday, I got up and I was convinced that I was going to get killed on the Monday, that I was going to get shot dead. And I needed to get from Median Road in Clapton down to me uncle's in Clapton, and I'd no transport. I was walking down, and everywhere I walked down the road, when I seen people, whether they were doing this, I was thinking they were going, yeah, he's walking down the street now, get the marksman out of the house. And I'm looking up at windows and I'm hiding behind cars. Eventually I got to me uncle's house, and my uncle wasn't there. He was gone away for a few days. But my auntie, my cousin, and a mate was there, and I got into the house and I thought they were holding me there to be shot dead. And I fucking held them hostage until the police came 3 days later.
Well, how old are you at this point? Like 19, 20 years old?
19.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how long had you not slept? Like, you're 72 hours without sleep?
By the time the police came and the helicopter, it was nearly 5 days I've been awake, yeah. What? Yeah. So they brought me...
I've had some fucking messed up weekends,
Yeah.
but they've never ended up with a helicopter. It's usually just the fucking taxi and a big wank.
Yeah. So when the police eventually came for me, I got sectioned and I got brought to Bow Street Magistrates Court, and they pleaded me insane, and I got locked up in a psychiatric intensive care unit in the Homerton Hospital in London, and I was there for 7 months. And that's a completely different story altogether.
What?
So you tell us it though.
Literally, it's the switch had gone in your head.
Come here, I was.
It wasn't like you needed a good night's sleep and you were back.
No, I was completely fucking gone, like completely, and I was.
Some people don't come back from that.
I was
shit.
hallucinating at this stage. I was hearing voices, and everything just seemed so fucking real, even though it wasn't. So it basically had like a mental breakdown with psychosis, and ended up getting schizophrenia out of it, and just went completely on my head. Like, and I'm in this hospital, a completely locked ward, and which I escaped out of twice, and came back to twice after escaping out of it, because I got battered one time. I escaped out of it and come back busted up. 3 blokes were after kicking the fucking head on me, and I just ended up knocking on the door and went, no, that escape went wrong. got
London's rough as fuck.
Yeah, so I ended up in this place, and it was fucking madness, like, and I was on a serious amount of fucking medication. There's a dark side of it. I tried to hang myself in there as well. One of the patients went and alerted the staff that I was hanging out of a window and took me down off the window. That probably wasn't one of the funniest fucking times in it, but overall it was very, very fucking frightening, and yeah, it was a mad fucking time.
And
I've got family members who've been in facilities like that, and they said it's so terrifying. I've got family members who've been in prison and in those places.
I
and
had
been
that as
I'll
well,
take
yeah.
prison all day, every day over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Why? Just because there's a bit more fucking rhyme and reason to a
Yeah, so
prison
I've
It's
been-
day.
predictable. Like
been in three
mental
of them.
patients are not.
They're accountable to their sentence. They don't
Yeah.
want to. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I've been in 3. I've been in the one in London. Then I went back, and when I eventually got out there after 7 months, went back to Dublin, and then I got the same thing again. I thought I owned the Dublin. Thought I owned the whole of Dublin. I had to take more acid again, thinking, it'll be okay this time. I know what went wrong. I just won't hold anyone hostage this time. And then I jumped into a taxi to go into Dublin City. And this is the God's honest truth. When I got into the middle of Dublin City, the taxi driver said to me, yeah, that's 15 quid or whatever. And I went, I says, you walk for me. He says, what? I says, yeah, you walk for me. I said, oh, yeah, I'm Dublin. He says, oh, do you, yeah? So he just brought me straight around to the police station, took me out, and I fucking ended up in custody in Mountjoy Prison. And just went on me banger there again, and then ended up in Dundrum Psychiatric Hospital. And then from
where?
Dundrum, which is a central mental hospital. Which is
Dum
full of-
psychiatric hospital.
It's kind of like Broadmoor. What it'd be like. And then I got out of there, and then after a while I ended up in fucking in Vincent's, which is another psychiatric hospital. I could probably have a T-shirt with all the dates and the hospitals on the back. Of it. Yeah. So I've been in three psychiatric hospitals. You could say it was a psychiatric.
But you've also been to prison though. And
Yeah,
you say
no,
that's
I've been to prison.
That's worse than prison.
No, but prison's a lot better because you can get as much sex as you want and. No, yeah, I've been to
Have
prison.
have you had sex in prison with like women?
No.
With
I've
men?
had it. No, I can't really disclose anything about that. Yeah, I've been to prison. The last time I was in prison, I got extradited home from London on a drugs charge. So I was caught with a lot of drugs. I was strung out at the time, and I got nicked in London while I was strung out on crack. And the worst thing about getting nicked was that I didn't really worry that I was after getting nicked and I was going home to save a few years in prison. I was homeless at the time and I was living in a car. And I had me missus's tracksuit bottoms on, which had a flower on them. And the whole time before I went into Brixton prison, I kept my hand like that on my leg just to hide the flower because I was in a cell, you know, with like other prisoners. Like I was going, I can't lose face here, like because I have a flower on me fucking. And that was what I thought was my biggest worry at the time. And little did I know that going from London, ended up in custody because I'd never been in an English prison before. So I went to Brixton for 6 weeks, and that was an experience in itself because it was 23-hour bang up. So you're locked up for 23 hours a day, and we're all different types of people. As you know, what London is like most cities in the world, it's very multicultural. So you know, you could be locked up with a Jamaican guy, you could be locked up with a Muslim.
One
could be locked-
cellmate or three?
No, 2.
All right, okay.
2, yeah, all the time. So I was there for 6 weeks with a really, really bad crack habit. I actually have a video on my phone of what I was like the year before I got out of prison at 29 years of age. I'll give you a look at it. And
do you keep that just to go,
no,
just
I
as a
don't-
reminder of
no,
like?
I didn't. You know what? I done an educational video so I got extradited home. After the 6 weeks, I went home to Mountjoy. I got 5.5 years with a review after 3.5 years with conditions that I do something about my drug habit and try sort myself out. So in the 3.5 years, with about a year left of the sentence, I knew I had to get me. Now I was clean coming home. I hadn't had any drugs in Brixton prison at all. So for the first time in a long time, I was drug free coming back to Dublin. And I remember getting on the plane in Heathrow, and the person that was looking after me in the cells was after being looking after what's her name? Donna Summers. Is that her name, the singer?
Yeah.
Is it Donna Summers? She'd ran amok in Heathrow police station the week before, and we were talking about it, me and him. But I got on the plane with the HMP prison bag, really, really degrading. Pair of jeans.
You always got to go to the gift shop.
Pair
on
of
the way out.
jeans from a pair of jeans which I still have at home from HMP Brixton, which were 26 waist, right? And got onto the plane and went home and got 5.5 years. And after about a month in prison, just started using again. So I was back to square one, back strung out. So with about a year left, I knew a prison officer, Mark Farrell, his name is. And he asked me, did I want a bit of help? And I got the help and went over, done a detox. Went from the detox unit. There was 10 of us in the detox unit. 7 are dead out of that 10 people. That was 2000. and won. And I just started going to 12-step meetings and got me shit together.
When did you do your first gig after this?
I done my first gig in 2005.
So about 4 years after.
Yeah.
Were you in prison during 9/11?
No, do you know what? I actually only got out
Suspicious.
that time. Because it's mad. People were saying to me, where were you during 9/11? I thought I was getting blamed on it.
Is that where you know the 7 mates from the fucking 12-step program went?
So I got out on the 3rd of April 2001. And that happened, obviously, September the 11th that year.
Yeah,
So I got clean. I got drug-free 2001, the 4th of April, and I've been drug-free since, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good move, mate.
Haven't had a drink since then either. Fucking parching.
That's mental.
Do you know, doing this podcast is so amazing because you don't know what bollocks you're going to talk or what absolutely mesmerising shit you're going to hear. And that was definitely in the latter. Should we have a break? This episode of the Have a Word podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. If you've never listened to the pod before, let me tell you what BetterHelp is. They've been sponsoring us for a while. One of my favourite sponsors, just because I've done some therapy and I feel like I can speak with authority about it. Adam's done it too. A lot of men are looking after their mental health like they've never done before. I feel like women are a lot more adept at speaking about their emotions and where they are. Not that they don't need professional help. I think lads are finally catching up to the fact that they need to look after themselves mentally as well as physically. Or do neither. But genuinely, seek out some help if you're down, if you're feeling pressure, if you're dealing with addiction stuff like I was. My therapy started as addiction stuff and just molded into me dealing with life, family, pressure, and it really helps. Speaking to someone professionally is unbelievable. You get to unload all of your problems on someone who knows what they're talking about and they're not allowed to tell you about their bullshit. It's a revelation. But I actually go and have someone come and visit the house. We went in the garden office. You've got to deal with that. You've got to arrange it. BetterHelp's amazing because it's online therapy. You go on, you say what you're after, you sort of put in all of the things that you're suffering with or feeling low about, and they will guide you to a counsellor that suits your needs. So let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/word10 today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/word10 for 10% off your first month. Well, come on, do this, please. Because
It's a catchphrase
I
now.
used to hate it, but now I like it. What
Final part, ladies and gentlemen.
What of?
The last part of today's episode.
It's part 4 of 4.
Yeah. Let's do it again. Welcome back. Part 4 of 4. Will R. White is still here.
Still here.
Well,
What's the name? What's your name? Always interests me. What's Willa?
My name has nothing to do with my name being William. I was christened William after my grandfather. My mother was going to call me Jason. That didn't happen, obviously. And my name Willa comes from the Greek. No, it doesn't. It comes from... it sounds a lot more better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It comes from the Greek meaning cunt. No, it comes from...
Cunt
I used to steal horses years ago, so where I live is... yeah. I know, lads. The fuck. So we used to rob horses. A lot of the lads where I lived, we ride around bareback on horses, you know, real posh.
No, Johnny.
But there's some places that have better horses, so we used to go down and steal them. And when we used to come back into the estate where I lived,
Oh, you would take the horses?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
weren't stealing from the horses?
No,
like, give us
no.
your hay.
no,
Right,
we
okay.
used to. We used to.
you don't steal horses from your own.
No,
you
so
go
we
off
like-
this thing. to
No,
steal
we
horses.
like a lad from Bootle going into Speak,
Yeah.
and Speak have better, faster horses, and they rob them on them, and we take them back, and then we just ride them around for a couple of days and keep them. It's a different hostage situation, more of a horstage situation. Yeah. Took a word for
Taking
that one to Gallop,
hostages.
didn't it?
Not boy races,
Yeah,
boy
so-
riders.
And we used to have it. We used to
Sounds
call
bad,
a
doesn't it?
stick off a tree a Willa. That's what was the nickname for it. It was called a Willa. And when I used to come back on the horse, I used to say to the lads, "Get me a Willa, get me a Willa." And that's where the name Willa came from. It's nothing to do with my name being Willie.
I've
William.
got a feeling, though, if you were called Jason, I don't think that Will R thing would have stuck.
I don't know. I know lots of people that have nicknames that's nothing to do with their name at all. Like,
Yeah, we had
you
a
know what I
mate
mean?
called Steve. His real name was Alistair.
there you go.
Yeah,
One.
we're just being annoying. We just gave him a nickname that meant nothing for no reason, just to piss him off. But it stuck because he was like, "What are you doing?" And that was it. 5 years of his life.
I'll just steal a horse. Is it as just simple as jumping on the
So
back?
literally what happens is, come here, there's no fucking stables where I live. Like, they're just put into a field.
Same.
So you just walk into the field. So 2 things you need for robbing a horse is 1, you need a plastic bag, and 2, you need a rope, right? So you wouldn't have a bridle. You'd be just going in literally with a rope and making a head halter for the rope, from the rope. And the bag, 9 times out of 10, blokes that have horses, when they're trying to catch the horses, they always have a bag and they shake the bag. So the horse will walk over to the bag thinking that there's food in the bag. So you just take the bag out, shake the bag, horse comes over, you kind of have a pick, because you'd be staking them out for a couple of days. You'd be watching which horses are the fastest, like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be going in and grabbing a fucking
They would have
a
stuck
sheep. Do you know what I mean?
Here, John.
So then you just grab the horse and you'd put the halter on the horse and then just jump up on its back and gone out the field. There'd be probably 6 or 7 of us gone up the road. Fucking great crack.
How does the horse know the way to yours, though?
It doesn't. It doesn't. You're just bleeding. You just go. You just click them on and the lads all go together. And it's great crack. Come here, when you're a young lad, look, I mean, the generation with phones and all that, we had none of that
It's
shit.
ruined
We robbed
horse robbing,
horses.
Go outside, rob
That's what
some
I've been
horses.
saying. That's what my dad says. To me, like me nieces and nephews, that my dad's always like, these kids with their iPads need to get out there and rob some horses.
Yeah,
My
we
dad's
used
always
to. Look,
saying
we
that.
used to do. Did you ever play rock ball over here?
What?
Rock ball.
Sounds great.
Did you not?
No.
Ah, lads.
What's rock ball?
I'm going to tell you now.
That'd be good, yeah.
That's a great link into that. So rock ball was, we used to go into it. So I come from an estate in Dublin called Ballymun. It was the biggest.
When you said that at the Dublin live show, people went, "Whoa!"
Yeah, well, it's a rough area.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, come here, I don't know what's rough here.
Not a screen.
Not a screen.
Brittle.
Toxted was
Yeah.
Toxted still a bit rough around the edges.
Toxteth is slowly getting like
Gentrified.
gentrified, really,
Right,
because
okay.
town's getting bigger.
Yeah, it's bleeding
Yeah.
outwards. Isn't
Yeah.
It?
It's nothing like Lark Lane anyway, is it?
No, not it's slower
So
than that.
we used to have this thing. We used to go into different parts of Ballymun, right? So there's like, it's a big estate. So you go over the far side, and what we do when the men and women was coming out of the pub, we used to get a football and we used to slice the football and fill it full of rocks.
Oh, yeah.
And put it in it. Or else what you do sometimes, there was a certain part in Ballymun where there was a bollard that was missing and there was a stump about that much on it. So you just put the ball on top of the stump and they'd be coming out of the pub and you'd be going, Mister. And they'd be going, what's up, son? Will you kick that ball? Yeah, not a problem. And they take a fucking run at this thing and give her a kick. And I'm telling you, the fucking scream. And then sometimes the women, they go, all right, I'll get it, son. And they take their shoe off. You could hear their toes crunching like a fucking mouthful of mints. I'm
What
not
a lovely
joking with you.
game.
Oh, it was great crack. Yeah. That's what we used to do as kids. Oh, yeah, it was great.
Come on, boys. We've got 4 disabled piss heads. Let's go and steal some horses. Willa, will we get on the crack? No, we'll do that in a few years in London. What the fuck?
What a game.
Ballymun or Ballymoon?
Ballymun.
Ballymun.
Yeah. Ballymunna is
Ballymun.
what it is in Gaelic, yeah.
Right, should we do some correspondence?
I don't know, but go on.
I think this
What have you
question's
got?
pretty
Have you got
perfect.
some?
Question.
Great.
Yeah, we've got one.
No, don't you do it. I do it.
I was trying to set you up for it.
You try it.
Do what
go
he's
on.
doing.
Yeah.
Question?
Oh, God, why do I hate it?
Why do I feel like I'm getting psychosis?
That's what we do, honestly. There was a point about a year and a half ago, I was like, I think I'm going mentally ill, and now I'm just riding into it. It's so much better. I'm like,
Lean
this
in.
is mad. Let's slag each other's grands off.
So I'm trying to think who's setting who up here. Like, it sounds like a fucking
Oh
criminal
no, we're all
fraternity or
going.
something.
We're going down together.
We're all in the IRA.
Yeah.
Do you think that's funny? No, I'm joking. people died.
So this first one's from Cal. He says, all right, lads, with Bert Kreischer's Russian mafia story being so popular that it got made into a film, is there any story from your life or stand-up routine that you've done that you think could be made into a film?
I've got one story that I made into a stand-up special, and I suppose that's a film,
fictional.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
on film.
Oh, but you made all that.
It was all
up, didn't you?
fictional.
Made it all up. Yeah.
I think just get Netflix in a room with Willa White, and I reckon you'll have something pretty gritty.
Yeah, I reckon I could do about when I was in like a new version of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest when I was in Vincent's on the Richmond Road, and we had a night called the Nutcrackers Ball on Halloween. So we all dressed up, all the patients at this place. I'm telling you what, man, it was
What
like...
did you go as?
I went as the Joker from Batman. It was...
This is a psychiatric
in the
ward.
psychiatric hospital, yeah.
How'd you get fancy?
They came round and asked us. They came round and asked us all.
Mate, if you're schizophrenic, you shouldn't be giving people costumes.
Oh, mate, I'm telling you, it was... My two cousins came down. The two of them had passed on since from drug use, Martin and David. And the two of them sat there for the night and fucking fell around the place. This was mental.
Wait,
It
you
was
could
crazy.
bring outsiders in for this party?
Yeah, you got
No,
comps.
you could bring visitors. Like, so there was visitors in. So my two cousins was there, and my sister, God rest her at the time, she was there as well, and other people. And like, this was like...
You got 3 people on the guest list for Halloween at the
for the
psych ward.
Nutcrackers Ball, yeah. Yeah, it was mental. I'm not
Sounds
joking.
like a Patreon special.
It was... you could have literally make a film about that night. It was unbelievable, yeah. There was one fella in particular came from a family called Caffrey's, and they're like a sweet makers. They're like Cadbury's, but they're down lower, kind of down the chain, like. And he dressed
That's why
up.
he went mad.
He dressed up as a priest.
He couldn't
right?
catch up to Cadbury.
That sounds like such a fucking Aldi option, doesn't it? Hey, it's a
Yeah.
bar of Cadbury's. Have
he-
Cadbury's. It's nuts and fruit.
So what? no, it's
Please,
not.
Daily Milk.
So he used to, when your visitors come up, this fella used to just grab your visitors and bite them. Like, for no reason at all.
Yeah.
He'd just fucking grab you and bite you, but he dressed up as a priest. And there was no smoking ban at the time, so you could smoke. So he just lied in the middle of the dance floor for the whole night, just smoking, chain smoking.
Sounds
in
like
a priest's
Father or
outfit.
Lady.
Like something now fucking Father Ted, yeah.
What's a smoking man?
The smoking ban.
I think you said the smoking man.
a
I
smoking
honestly,
man.
I honestly thought Ireland had a man that went round going, "Are you better not be smoking in here, boys? I be fuming."
Yeah. But yeah, it was that would be something I could make a film. about, yeah.
My mum,
100%.
before she had a hysterectomy,
It's gonna be some film.
That's what
Yeah,
it's called.
I'll tell you what, when you get 3 comps for that is a rough show.
my mum had a hysterectomy and it gave her permanent nerve damage in her leg, so she couldn't go back to work properly. But before that, she used to work with... And look, all I can say is the sentence that she used to say, which is not politically correct, but this is what she used to say. I used to work with the mentally and physically handicapped, right? That's what she used to say. So she wasn't working in like a mental institution, but it was people who, didn't know any better sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I think I might have told this story before on the show. Have I?
I don't know, but I want to hear it again so much.
So do I.
So my auntie Sue, was terrified of the people my mum had to look after. She just was scared of them, right? And one day, me mum goes, I need to go and pick me... They're going on a night out. He goes, I need to go and pick my wages up from work. And my auntie Sue's like, I'm fucking not going anywhere near there. You fucking joking, aren't you? Fucking not a chance, not once. And my mum was like, just come down. Come in. We'll be there for 30 seconds. I pick my wages up and you can see it's not as scary as you think. She's like, I'm not fucking going. And she goes down. The second they open the door, one of them had got out of their bedroom and was running round, just fucking wanking. And he ran at me, Auntie Sue, and tried to kiss her. She fucking ran out the building. I never go back again.
Perks of the job.
There was one time when my mum was telling one of the lads off because he was doing something wrong, and he forced the shite out and was like, that's your fault. And you've got to clean it up.
Is that why you do that?
Well, my
Literally,
missus's mate walks in a place similar to that in Dublin, and it's all people with special needs and Downs and that. And she says that one night,
to Down syndrome.
one night, I used to have a dog called Syndrome. He kept jumping on people. He used to be roaring, Down syndrome, Down syndrome. So she walked in this place, and one of the blokes, for the whole shift that she was on for 12 hours, just kept saying, stir fry, stir fry, stir fry, stir fry. And she went and she fucking made him a stir fry, and then didn't just put it aside and just kept saying it the whole 12 hours. Stir fry, stir fry, stir fry, stir fry. That was it. I'd fucking never eat a stir fry after that again.
She made one and he went, I'm not into it.
No, I
Do you
didn't
know what
want
it
it.
is? Mad. Serica's got some stories, but I can't tell them legally.
Phenomenal woman.
Shall we
The
do?
Nutcracker's Ball would be your film.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, 100%.
Let's do. We've got a couple of have a words.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Can't do them.
Can't do that. It's time to have a word. Have a word. Have a word. Send them in to haveawordpod@gmail.com. Have a bitch about someone.
So this first one we've got is from Sai. Lads, I need you to have a word with my fiance. This video came up on my Twitter about a woman who received a load of backlash for breastfeeding a puppy. I thought it was absolutely fucking mental and showed my missus as we have a little puppy, but she argued that she understood the maternal instinct of it.
Yeah.
We're new parents, so thought this might just be a weird new mother thing. But this debate went on for ages, and to prove a point, she lifted our little lab puppy up and let it suckle briefly. Have a word with her because I'm absolutely horrified, or tell me if I'm overreacting.
Just dinner, innit?
What a woman.
Dad
Yeah.
likes sucking women's tits and getting milk out of them.
Oh.
You're a human.
Oh.
Tell her I dress up as a dog every Halloween.
You ever drank breast milk?
No.
No.
Oh, do you know what would have been brilliant there if you'd have said, this is from soy, and everyone went,
I did. Thank you for saying it's brilliant. Though,
Yeah, I did when my wife's tits weren't working initially after my son was born. You've got to.
did you live in Italy?
You are?
Did you live in Italy? You says I did when my wife's tits weren't walking initially.
He's got a slip.
Sorry. Lads.
It was pre-Brexit.
You have to express it.
Yeah,
Hey!
yeah.
Express yourself.
Give me
Yes,
that a milk.
yes.
Hey, oh. And it's like there's like a claggy stuff that has to come through first. And I had to.
It's cheese, isn't it?
It's like the cream on the
Yeah.
top of an old bottle of milk that you used to get from the milkman.
No, it's cheese. Yeah. We had it on crackers. What are you on about?
She's a crack.
She is she's so white. And it was great. Gave me a little chub on. It was a really intimate
I think
moment.
anything, like, obviously this is a different thing. She's just feeding a dog and I think he needs to grow up. But like anything dirty like that feels a bit mad is just sexy, innit? Anything naughty,
Are you,
sexy.
are you just doing it? Are you just playing devil's dog licking advocate? You can't have a dog on your tits.
I can.
And I will.
I can and I will.
What? If you came home and you were like, "You're right, love," and then you saw a puppy was suckling on your wife's breast, you'd be like, "Oh, it's just dinner, isn't it? I'll put mine on." What are you on about?
It is just dinner though.
She's dog nonsense.
No, we drink cow's tits.
We drink cow's tits.
Not from the
directly.
cow.
Not directly.
So you don't see
If I was
anybody
thirsty
in the
enough, I
farm
needed on me
underneath the
sugar
fucking
puffs.
cow going like that.
yeah. Just put it on your frosties.
Would you let a dog suck you off?
It's like that's like a rave
No, it's not
move.
the same thing.
What if the
Cum
dog
isn't milk, you know.
It is for the woman.
It isn't.
What if the dog wanted to come?
What?
The dog wants milk. What if it wanted to come?
If the dog wanted to come, no.
The
That's
dog
a
shall
king.
have it.
What if it was a police dog?
Like, I don't want to get sucked off by a dog, but I'd happily let it lick on my wife's tits.
Cool. I'm not arguing with that.
It's not just
I'm not
licking,
arguing with
though.
that.
On that note, bring in the dog.
Yeah, no, there's nothing sexual about it. It's just dinner.
No, would
If
you?
I came home and the dog was having a bolognese, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, stop eating the bolognese."
No, wait.
It's the same thing.
Okay, what happens if you say you were out and about?
You go home, the dog's having a bolognese from a bowl. You're like, look at it.
And a glass of Prosecco.
And it's licking garlic bread out of my wife's gooch. It's the same thing. Doesn't matter where the dinner is. Yeah, your missus is on all fours and a garlic bread coming out
What's
of her
your
arsehole.
missus' name? Fucking Carvery, is it?
Toby.
What happens if you were in the farm and
All
there was
you
a
can
horse?
eat buffet.
What happens at the farm and there was a horse there and it looked hungry and she just whipped her tits out and started feeding it? What would you feel about that?
No, you don't feed other animals. It's got to be your dog.
God, you've got to have some firm nipples to whip it
What
out
if it
of
was
the
your
farm.
horse?
Yeah, whatever they need. They want a little go on the tits. Sound. It's not a sex thing, is it? If I
Right.
came home and she was fucking the dog,
Okay,
I'd be like,
here you go.
This is my
What
life.
do
Here
you
you
do?
go. Here you go. I come round to your house. Your missus is there, and I'm starving. You haven't got anything in.
No
I would
bolognese.
love bolognese, but you haven't got any. The dog's finished that, and you go, "Hey Dan, don't worry about it. You're starving. I won't have any friend of mine. Carol, get your waps out.
And you can have
And
the
it's
two of them.
it's just food, innit? It's food. And yeah, and if I start wanking, that's inappropriate. But if I'm eating, that's fine, is it?
If it's sexual, then I'm not having it.
Oh, no, it's just all nutrition for me.
But I know you get turned on by it.
Oh.
Like someone who doesn't get turned on by it can just have a little bit.
You never know. You might get turned on by it as well.
Maybe. Maybe. I've never done it. I imagine I would get turned on by anything weird like that. Nothing better
What
than a
happens if
woman
you had like a
squirting,
little
doesn't matter if it's
dormouse?
milk or jizz.
Like a
What?
dormouse as a gift, as a pet. Would you let that suck your wife's tits? Any pet, as long as you own it.
Yeah.
A snake.
Snake.
You let
Do snakes need milk though?
Dormouse? What Victorian reference was that?
A shrew.
Dormouse? A shrew? Oh, I wouldn't let a vole suck my wife's tits. Horrible little cunt.
Bring in the flat-billed platypus.
Yeah, what happens if you had like a fish, like a big salmon?
Carl, he's
I'm
gonna
on the
die
hill
on this
and I'm
hill.
dying.
He's dying on this hill. He's just let me suck milk out of his imaginary Mrs. Carroll's tits, and you're like, hang on, no, Dan, that's not gonna work. What about field mouse, dormouse, window mouse, computer mouse, danger mouse?
Bed bugs.
Look, I don't think it's that weird. I think if the dog's hungry and she wants to give it some tissy juice, it's all on her. I don't think
Feed
it's got
the
any right.
world, we'll make it a better place.
Singing along with them.
My thought is, no, I wouldn't be happy with it.
But what's your problem with it? Do you think your dog is trying to fuck?
No, I think
You're not jealous of the dog?
I think if your missus is doing something like that, she should be in the fucking film, The Nutcracker's fucking party. That's what I think.
But what if she's just like, it's not sexual to me? Little Fido was just a bit hungry, so I gave him a bit of milk.
Fido.
Why
I
not
wouldn't agree with it. It wouldn't be something for me.
squirt it into a bowl? Yeah,
What? Hang on. What if she's not lactating?
she's probably not. Unless
So the dog's just having a go on my wife's tits? No, bang out of order.
Oh, right.
It's only
yeah,
if it's
yeah.
dinner.
I'm kind of lucky as well. My missus doesn't like dogs. So that wouldn't happen in my house.
and you don't like cats, do you, Willa?
I fucking hate cats.
Why do you hate them?
I fucking just hate them. I don't like them. What use is a cat, man?
What use is a cat?
I've got a
Are you,
cat.
are
No
you talking
use.
about like house cats? You're not talking about the big
Talking
cats.
about cats in general.
I've got a
Lions?
cat.
You ate lions?
No, like fucking cats that to be in the house.
Like a house cat.
Yeah.
Like a
I've
field
got
cat.
a house cat.
What use is a cat? Like, there's no use for a cat. Anytime I look at a cat, especially the back of a cat, sometimes it looks like one of them 1970s tea towel holders. You know that you can put the tea towel into its fucking arsehole and leave it hanging.
Yeah.
I mean,
They kill mice.
come here. You'll never see a cat in an airport. You'll never see a sniffer cat.
You never see a cat in an airport. You don't like
You'll
them.
never see a cat looking for money at a criminal thing or looking for bodies.
That's
You'll
good.
never see.
The dog's grassens, then you should hate them.
Yeah, but what about you?
Cats are fucking sweet. Cats
Yeah,
are
but-
telling no one.
You'll never see a guide cat.
No, they
You'll
couldn't
never
give
see
a
a
fuck.
blind fella walking across your fucking back wall like that, would you? With a bleeding stick, like they're of no use.
So you respect sniffer dogs as someone who's done time for drugs.
You fucking put the cat.
I think
amongst
his point
the, put the cat amongst the pigeons.
They're lazy.
I think the point he's making is cats are just indifferent, aren't they? Just like, no, I was doing my thing, you
I've
do
got
you.
a dog and a cat, and I get the best of both worlds. It's great.
But
You
there's
love the dog more.
Listen, a dog.
Of course,
is,
it's my dog.
Like a dog is a loyal creature. Like it's a known fact that dogs, if you died in a house, the dog will sit there with you until somebody
Yeah, the cat will
finds
eat
you.
you.
A cat will fucking eat you, right? If
Would the
someone,
dog not eat you eventually?
Now, if your cat jumps a wall 4 walls down and the people in that house are giving the cat nicer food than what you're giving your cat's not going back to you. Your cat's going fuck off. They're unloyal. They're no good. They piss and shit in the house in a box.
Man
A
doesn't-
dog will go outside the
Man
house.
goes outside.
A dog will go,
I've got a cat flap.
I need to go.
He goes outside.
I don't.
No, I don't like them. They're of no use. I'm sorry for anyone
They
that
are
likes
worse.
cats.
Has a cat hurt you in the past, Willa?
No, I just don't like fucking cats. They're not my thing. Like some people don't like horses. That's grand.
You can't steal and ride cats.
No, basically no.
No.
But no, they're just of no use.
I appreciate that you are vehemently against them. I like my cat. I only like my cat though.
No, that's good. Come here, I'm not knocking anyone that likes cats.
Oh, yeah,
Do you know what I
the
mean? A lot
dickheads.
of blokes like pussy, but cats are not. I don't. They're not. They're just not my thing. I have no interest. Don't get me wrong. I'm a lover of animals. I wouldn't like to see a cat being hurt or being ill-treated or anything like that. I'm very compassionate when it comes to animals like that. But no,
But they
I
can just
don't
fuck
like them.
off generally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I could live without them.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
should we do one more to round us off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. This is from Madison Cromwell. Hey, Lids. I need you to have a word with my mate's missus. Last night, he told us she microwaves lemonade and drinks it before bed. They've been seeing each other for a few months, and I think this is a red flag, and he should be binned off. What are your thoughts?
I've never heard. Can you microwave fizzy drinks?
Wouldn't it be like electric?
What?
It tastes like
I
static.
can't imagine it being like tasting like a
I
tea.
hate people like this, you know. I hate people who like judge other people for the way they have their thing. Like, I just think it's bang out of order.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I mean, look, who is to know? Because I am now thinking to myself, I am going to try microwaving lemonade because it's probably the nicest drink you've ever drank in your life.
I bet
So
it's
we're
fucking
prejudging
not.
Do you want me
someone.
to go and do it?
No, you'll put a
go
can.
on.
No,
No,
you'll put
Harry,
a can
could
in
you-
the fucking
could you go
microwave
do
and
it?
blow it up.
Yeah.
Don't put a can in the microwave.
Harry,
No, don't put the can in.
Into the mug. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll test it.
Hey, you want a lemonade on a nice warm day? No one on a hot day is going, "Oh, I'd really
Yeah, but
love
it's
a lemonade.
winter.
I've
so
had like
much."
hot toddies though.
Oh,
That's
maybe-
lemon in it.
Actually, maybe it's like a lem sip.
Yeah, hot lemon. Yeah, it's fine. I don't see the problem with it.
Is she fit?
I hate it when people judge
Let's
me
say
for me
she's a
salt.
6.
Oh, you put loads of salt on your dinner. Oh, what you want it to taste like you like it, do you? Fucking cunt. I hate it. Just
Mild
let me
and
do
salt.
my thing and you do yours.
Mild and salt, goated.
Yes.
No, what you're saying is you don't like to be judged for the weird stuff you do, but you do judge everyone else for doing.
Name one time I've judged one other person ever.
I mean, I've got 4 years of this podcast.
one example.
No, it doesn't work like that. You can't remember
I've got
specific
4
examples.
years. I've got 4
You're-
years of it. I
every-
could do a
you're
million,
like,
and you
oh,
can't do one.
I'm in this mood. This is what I think about this. You're totally judgmental. This podcast is about being judgmental. You just don't like someone going, "That's weird. Why are you doing that?" You're like,
No,
"Fuck off."
But I don't judge people for how they do their own drinks and food and stuff.
But if I came to yours and went, get me a lemonade and then put it in the microwave on your way over, you'd
I'd
be
be like, I
like,
haven't got a microwave.
Come here.
I'm not a
Look at the
paedophile.
amount. Look at the amount of people that judged.
People have microwaves as pedophiles.
that judged Susan Boyle when she went on the X Factor before she sung the song.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, look at her.
Look at the
She's going
amount
to
of
be
people
shit.
that went,
she
oh,
looks like
here's a
she's been in the
lunatic.
microwave as well.
Looked like she combed her hair with fucking rock. We all laughed. We all judged her. And then she started singing. We were like, she's not so bad now.
Yeah.
She's some hot lemonade.
I tell you, I wouldn't ride her if she pedals on her hips. Let's call a spade a spade.
The amount of people who tagged me in that video of that woman in Belfast dipping her chips in her Guinness and gone, oh, what you think of this? I think whatever you want, love. I dip my chips in my Mackey's milkshake.
Yeah,
So-
plus
Would you
she's-
dip your Guinness
she's-
in your Mackey's milkshake though?
She's
What?
like an 8.
Would you dip your Guinness in
yeah.
your Mackey's milkshake?
No, I wouldn't, because that's not what I want, but I wouldn't judge you if you want to do it, Carl.
What's the weirdest like food quirk you've got like that? Is that your weirdest one?
What, dipping me chips in? I don't
Yeah.
think it is a way. I think it's quite a common one, isn't it?
It's a common one, but it's still a niche thing, isn't it? Not everyone does it.
I like Worcester sauce crisps.
Calm down.
Oh,
You
whoa.
are such a fucking.
You
mad
judge me for that.
bastard.
Corned beef brown sauce and Worcester sauce crisps is like we had it on Dan versus Food last week. Everyone judges me for that. Like, oh, wartime food.
Hot lemonade. Willa, tell us what it's like.
Oh my God.
This is Willa versus drink.
It is gone mental as well.
Not like that.
Is it fizzing?
Yeah.
Of course it is. It's like electric. That's what I said.
You are right. Go on. Verdict, lad.
Urine temperature.
Imagine if this just. Imagine if this kills one of the best comics in
Imagine I
Ireland.
put it in and my fucking dentures just melted onto the ground.
The whole of Ireland's like, why did you kill a legend?
Oh, lads, that's mental. Seriously.
Is it
Have a
good?
drink. When you drink it, whatever's way the gas is, it's fucking mad. Have a drink of that.
Is it like electric, like I said?
Seriously. Isn't that mental?
Oh, let me have a go.
Absolutely delicious.
We've been
Go on,
converted.
grab it. I want a bash.
Unbelievable.
It's battle wash, Dan.
Just wanted to start eyes together. Pass it to Finn.
If that was hotter, it'd be nice.
Isn't that lovely?
I'll be honest. I think the bubbles are smaller.
Yeah, they are, but there's more of them.
That's nice.
yeah.
Right,
That's
they're smaller,
brilliant,
but there's
lads.
more of them.
We're done.
Well done to her. She
Yeah,
should get,
we need
she
to
should
have
get
a,
an,
we need to have a word with Madison.
She should get an MBE for that.
That's a fucking belt.
See? Don't knock it till you've tried it, you
Yeah.
judgmental cunt. Don't be writing into us, asking us to judge people for doing perfectly reasonable things. It's not what we do here. This woman's an angel.
Yeah, and there's
You're
me,
a godchild.
there's me in fucking prison refusing anal sex all these years.
Me tongue.
Come on,
feels
let's
bot-
try it.
Yeah.
Let's-
Yeah. No, I heard it's a pain in the hole.
That's class.
Oh,
that.
Hey.
It
If
like
you're at home,
shocks your
try
tongue.
it.
doesn't
Yeah?
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
done that.
Unbelievable.
Sick.
Oh, I'm ready for the Guinness now.
This is my new bedtime
use
ritual.
code word20 at the hot lemonade stand.
Hot lemonade.
Hot lemonade.
Well, have you got anything coming up, or do you just want people to keep an eye out for when you're doing some stuff?
A lot of the stuff I'm doing, luckily enough, at the minute, I've got the big one probably is the Olympia next year.
Okay.
Amazing.
sick.
The 18th of October. There's a good few tickets sold for it already.
Yeah.
But yeah, come here, I've loads of. I'm not kind of getting cocky, but I'm hoping it will sell out.
Lovely.
So it's the first time I've done a solo show in all the years I've been doing stand up. So it's a
Sick.
bit weird. I've always been a club comic or a support comic or, doing that. So this is like my show. It's called The White Stuff. And for anyone that's into taking drugs, it's nothing to do with drugs. Don't be coming thinking that it's going to be sponsored by the fucking Colombian cartel or anything like that. It's not. It's just stand up and yeah, looking forward. Just
He's
gigging
a
over
fucking
Christmas. which I
brilliant
hate.
comedian. Go and watch him.
Dude,
My arena show is on sale, adamrowe.co.uk. I've got a lot of dates being added. Blackpool's getting added. Leeds were coming back. Huddersfield, we're going back there. I think we're going back to Bristol maybe, or Brighton, or both.
deadly.
There's a few coming. They're all going on sale on the 15th, but the arena show on the 18th of May is on sale and flying.
Brilliant.
I will hopefully see all of you in a sold-out arena. I'm very excited.
I used
Adam Rowe.
to live in Huddersfield.
Did you?
Yeah,
The
Huddersfield. You're
Lawrence
either, going,
Batley Theatre.
you're either going up a hill or down a hill in Huddersfield.
That's Edinburgh.
And then I used to live on the other side of the water. I lived in Birkenhead.
Yeah.
Lived on the prestigious Ford Estate.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Rough as fuck. Makes Ballymun look like fucking South Kensington in London. Yeah, Ford Estate is rough.
Go and buy quiz tickets, please. It hasn't sold out. And if it doesn't sell out, there's less money to win. That's just a fact.
That's
all
just
the ticket
today,
money,
innit?
all the ticket money goes into the.
If you don't buy tickets, you lose money. Think about it.
And
So
the
sell it
first
to you, mate.
The first 50 in the door get hot lemonade.
£3,000 to win, thousands of pounds worth of prizes, or over £1,000. Sorry, it's a good night. It's Monday. Bring your mates. Come and try and win some dough. You'll pay for Christmas.
Bring your wife. Bring someone else's wife.
Yes, bring both of them.
Yeah.
Song?
Yes, we've got a song. This is by a band called Glass Violet, and this is their tune called Oxygen Machine. Go
Love
and
this
check it out.
tune.
Oh,
Love
it's
it.
a great tune, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you, lids. See you, Willa.